So I'll be
Yeah, since when does Raymond have friends that aren't us?
Yeah. But to shift into getting going, I would like everyone to make a perception roll.
I didn't have my character.
Fuck, how do you play D&D again?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Dice.
Well, my passive's 18.
Yeah, don't roll, Mikey.
I was going to say my
No, I got
passive
27.
16.
My passive's 32.
So
It's not a pissing competition. Who's got the higher passive?
My passive's actually 13. I was joking.
So as you're heading out towards the orc camp, about
Oh, right, that's what we were doing.
Yes, about halfway there, it's getting close to 10, 11 o'clock at night because it was a day or two's walk.
I'll be just a moment.
I forget exactly how long. You see something streak through the air above you that looks almost like in a blaze of fire. Like it looks almost like a comet. It crashes.
Oh, how many tails does it have?
One.
Okay.
Because I don't know enough about Warhammer to involve Warhammer. It crashes probably half a mile to the east of you.
Oh.
Just as it passes overhead, you can see maybe less than 100 feet up ahead, there's an offshoot to the road with a small sign that says Winterberry Farms. It's heading in the direction that the crash seemed to go. Whatever crashing object it was.
Oh, maybe we have sci-fi crossover. Maybe it's spaceship.
What is spaceship? I've heard of ship and airship, but what is spaceship?
It's a ship that goes through space. I don't know if they have crossover in this world.
But I agree, we should go have a look. For it is the polite thing to do. And we might get paid.
Okay.
No, nice puppy. Mwah. I love you.
Love you too.
Anything for you, baby.
As you turn down this road and the group continues on, comet shot overhead, crashed about half a mile to the east. You've noticed a road heading in that rough direction that says Winterberry Farms. The party has basically just decided to go that way, with several comments from Communion talking about the possibility of a sci-fi crossover, and then questions as to what a spaceship is.
If we get there and someone asks for sugar and water, I'm leaving.
As you walk down the road, it gets noticed. It's been moving into winter for the last couple of days.
I was going to say, we've only been in town like 2 days.
I forget what time of year I said it was.
Well, good. The winter berries will be in season.
It's winter now, because reasons.
Oh, was it did it?
The fresh snow falls, and as you arrive on the scene, you are greeted with
This is a big map.
That hasn't even loaded in properly, and I can already
I see a
what
red
it is.
thing! I go towards the red thing.
Oh my
you
god.
wait for the map to load.
Oh my god.
Are you really surprised, Mikey?
This is as close to festive as I get.
I go this way.
Where are we
Someone
going?
was shot out of the sky.
Yes. You arrive at the farm, which is seemingly abandoned at the moment, at least, being completely snowed over, to see the crash of what appears to be a large red sleigh, several reindeer strewn about, including on the ceiling of a building of somewhere. Presents strewn about.
Can I go pick up presents?
As you approach,
I was going to say, you can go.
as you approach the sleigh, Apparating out of thin air comes a small, red-headed... It looks like a cross between a gnome and an elf.
Ah, an elf.
Oh, it's a Nelf.
The stat block calls it an elfling, but we're gonna leave that alone.
How long does this map take to frickin' load? There we go.
It's pretty big.
Your internet just sucks.
Exactly. Use cow-powered internet.
I should go pick up a present.
Well, now that Bailey has loaded, as you approach the sleigh, helps if I'm on the right layer. Just tried to put a thing on, and the damn thing went to the wrong layer. Apparating out of midair is this figure. And standing before you is scrolling through the PDF. Let me check a name. There's more. Adventurers, I was wondering if you could do me a small favor? As she looks you up and down. Not the group I was expecting, but you'll do.
Not the person I expect to see here either, but you will do as well, I suppose.
Depends, have you been naughty or nice?
I am always nice. I wouldn't work with Santa if I wasn't.
What is a Santa?
It's a
Hey,
big
Trent,
fat...
I'm gonna
big
say
fat
Santa
flavor
exists
now.
in universe.
Okay, never mind.
I'm
Take that
gonna
back.
say Santa exists in universe because otherwise the next 3 hours ain't gonna make sense.
Even when we wake up and there's just a hag stealing our souls.
What were you saying, Mikey?
Santa is big fat slave owner.
I resent that statement, but we'll carry on nonetheless.
Well, are you paid fairly?
I am, yes.
Yeah, I still think you should unionize.
God.
Where is Blitzen and Prancer and all the other ones whose names I totally remember?
It just points to the various reindeer on the roofs. Peter, do you natively be able to speak with animals, or are you just talking to a reindeer?
I have speak with animals up.
Cool, because
The extra spell.
I did not see you roll that.
Oh. I'll post it there, but yeah, I did.
There. Fair. You get... name is... Give me a second. Yes, I'm aware what it is. I need to check to make sure. My name is Rudolph. Because of course it is. Because you're over at the glowy red one.
I did say that.
I know, I had to check to make sure it wasn't going to conflict with something later.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yes, heading back to the elf. I'm truly...
Yep.
I need people to come and examine some stuff at the workshop because strange things have been happening, including the sleigh falling out of the sky and flying off randomly without Santa.
If you're expecting us to carry back the sled all the way to wherever we need to go, I think you're barking up the wrong trees. I'm not capable of doing that, and I don't think the rest.
I can get the sleigh back easily. I just need people to come and, well, investigate some stuff and make sure things are going all as they should be, because I can't... I'm very, very busy tonight, so I'm trying to find someone quickly and,
Well, what is in it for us? Does the fat bastard have that PS5 I asked for?
I'm sure Santa could find something for you.
Does a
I'm
jingle?
not sure what a
the
PS5
vibes with
is. Is that a new type of spell scroll or something?
You know damn well what it is.
Talus just walking around picking up all presents. And I can hear myself
If you would
echoing.
kindly put those in the sack, those are meant for other people and they're meant to be going out later tonight.
Kind of just a little...
One moment. Moving over to Rudolph again. Kicks the snow and just starts eating. Does not really care. Just sort of looks around and starts eating. It's a reindeer. Back to the main group.
You're going to treat us like Rudolph. We're only your friends as long as we're useful to you.
Everyone's my friends.
Oh yeah, what did you do for Rudolph before he became useful? They all used to laugh and call him names.
I've always been nice to Rudolph. I don't know where you're getting all of this.
They used to, laugh and call him names. I heard the song. Everybody knows the song.
No,
I'm
I'm not sure.
I don't remember anybody at... I see your comment, Trent.
James, I have a question.
Yes?
That helps me character. How much of the Christmas mythos is in the world?
It is
I know.
modified. Make a history
Like-
check.
Can I do a religion one on this?
It sounds roughly right, but you remember Rudolph being spelt with a W. And being pronounced Wooldolph.
It's
Okay.
Krampus.
Cool. I can work with this, maybe.
I wouldn't imagine anybody laughing at the reindeers. I don't understand.
I don't know.
why
That one's
someone
no
would.
fun.
Because he has freak mutation on his face.
Ah, you leave Waldorf alone.
Says the talking teddy bear with the glowing pixie and the rock friend.
You look at magically appearing elf.
That's not actually that weird.
She just sort of gestures to the multiple casters in your group.
I can probably do that myself, to be honest.
Is Throg with?
Throg is like 15 feet behind you.
I'm probably not talking much because I can hear myself echoing.
So I'm going to fly over and go, "Who are you? What's your name?"
I am Telfie.
Well,
It's coming from a PDF. It's not my name. I'm sure I could be more creative.
I can't.
So why'd you crash?
I didn't. The sleigh took off on its own. And I'm trying to find somebody to help me come back to the
Should have
workshop.
put some bricks on it.
What was that, Trent?
Should have put some bricks at the front.
It was in a barn.
you should put lock on barn.
It was. The
Two locks.
The barn's under lock and key 360 days a year.
What about the other 5?
That's when it's actively being loaded and maintained.
You should probably maintain it more often.
Yeah, maybe it's lonely. It's looking for friends. You lock it in barn for 300 days a year.
Oh, no, did ya? What happened? What happened? Oh.
She just sort of walks over and just slaps the back of the cart and just... Zoop.
You get so many presents in this bad boy.
Wait, where did Cat go? Where did it go? Where did it go?
Back to the workshop.
Oh, look, you hit it.
At which point you see the reindeer just thoop, 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 thoop.
I have a question for you, small elf.
Certainly. I'm starting
Why
to get
didn't
down
you
the-
ask us to get in to there before sending it back? How are you planning on sending us all back now?
I could have had you get back in there, but I didn't feel like having to clean the seats of you being turned inside out.
I'd be fine. I'm out of rock.
I didn't want to have to remove you from the seat specifically then. The recall function on the sleigh does not work particularly well with living creatures.
Yeah, but I'm teddy bear. I belong in sleigh.
You might have survived. The rest of your companions... Well, the last person who stowed away on the sleigh when it used the recall function... She just... you remember that blank section of paint on the side of it?
The reindeer?
Yeah, that was a reindeer that was leaning against the sleigh when someone hit the recall function.
Oh, that's what happened to Margaret. I always wondered why the song ended so suddenly after M.
Sleigh
What?
gone, presents all put away. I assumed you got that done, Jess.
Hmm?
Sleigh is away. Like, presents are all put away. I assumed you had that done by the time all the talking was done.
Mm.
So are you going to help me or not?
Well, nothing else to do around here.
When
Sure.
we going to go beat up big orc man? Not friend orc man, bad orc man.
Ah, he'll be right for a night.
I look at the elf and I go, "You bring us back."
I can bring you back to right here when this is all done.
Shit, you made me.
Been better Nick than that one.
To explain to you exactly what I need to find out, I need people to find... I need you to find who stole the naughty list.
My
Without
God.
it, we don't know who gets gifts and who doesn't.
I get to at least 5.
Isn't there 2 lists?
Yes. But without
So if they're not on other lists, then they'd be on naughty lists. You know.
Yeah,
the second
problem
list.
solved. What's wrong with you?
While the nice list is not... The nice list is not all encompassing. The naughty list are those that are definitely not on there.
Yeah, you needed.
Also, without the naughty list, Santa will be far enough behind that he will not be able to check write the nice list for sure in time to go out in the next few days.
But isn't he always watching like Jesus?
How do you know Jesus from full 3 counts over? He doesn't always watch. In fact, he's blind in one eye.
Because, he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. It's very creepy.
I hope Jesus doesn't.
He climbs into children's rooms and empties his sack.
I don't think you're talking about the Jesus that I know.
It's all very disturbing.
I have a feeling communion is the naughty one.
I was going to say, I fly over to Bailey and go, "What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?"
Hope I'm on the bit yourself.
Nox just stands there with a blank face and scratches their head. Because armor's not good for facial emotion.
Sad armor noises.
It's like communing with Bryce at games.
Yeah.
Vague
What?
shrugs and having to repeat your question 4 times.
We had
Oh, no,
drill
I-
ear holes in that thing.
You don't have to repeat the question to Nox. Problem is Nox just can't show all the facial emotion.
Well, if you're going to keep making fun of this or have issues with it, I will certainly go and find other people to assist with this. I need people who are going to take this quite seriously.
Well, last I checked, we were the only ones on the road, so I guess you're stuck with us.
No, I think it's just the amount of damage that you
Ooh, default.
You do realize I just teleported a sleigh and 8 reindeers back to the workshop, and to your understanding, teleported here. What makes you think there's nothing stopping me teleporting to the town 2 days away and finding more recruits there?
Time.
Got a slot limit?
You said this was urgent.
Yes.
Time.
Because
And
we are
and your
the only
friends here
player
are
character.
wasting time. It would have been at the moment quicker to go and get more people who would happily say, yes, of course we'll help Santa.
And yet here you still are.
Sure, we'll help. I have questions for the big guy. Or is it the small guy? I honestly can't remember. Got a bit heavy on the eggnog.
Okay, take me to Fat Man's sweatshop.
Give me a second to change the map over.
I better not end up in some child's bedroom. That is how I got last restraining order.
At which point she snaps her fingers, the flurry swirls around you, and each of your visions goes white momentarily before you are dropped on the pathway leading up to a cozy looking cottage in the middle of an opening on a snowy plain. Out behind the walls, to the north, is a large barn, which...
Oh, so the fuck is that on the right? Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So you've all landed at the south gate, if you wish to drop your tokens. We're going to, for the sake of brevity, say Haley's cat decided not to come with and has taken a long rest back at the farm to ensure the party's safe return. And
Is that an anthropomorphic reindeer with a
wouldn't
hammer?
both cats just go into the darkness?
And Raymond's one is quote-unquote here somewhere, potentially, if he shows up in time. And to answer your question, maybe.
I have a
If
new
you have
character
a
idea.
question, ask a question.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I was gonna say the pixie looks around. Where are we? It's very cold.
It is North Pole.
You're at Santa's workshop.
In the
It's
South
cold.
I don't like the cold.
Well, then
I
head
cannot
inside.
feel cold.
Who has warm clothes I can go to?
I'm quite sure if you speak to Mrs. Claus, she might be able to hand you a jumper.
Where is Mrs. Claus?
She'll be in the kitchen.
Traditional gender roles, I see.
I'll also go and give Miss Claus a visit.
I'm assuming the
Question.
kitchen over here.
Trent's gonna fuck
question.
Mrs. Claus.
How big are the doors?
Big enough.
They fit a jolly fat man through them.
Yeah, so how big are they? It's like one Trent size.
Give me a second. I need to do some quick reading. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Yeah, how does Santa feel about sass? Because I have an ample supply.
How does Santa feel
James
about
is now
someone
regretting
shagging
running a
his
Christmas
wife?
themed thing that has Mrs. Claus. The one time I decided to play a horny bard.
Oh, currently that is not the thing that's annoying me.
Is it me poking
Pixie
holes in
ran
Christmas?
ahead.
It may or may not be the fact I spent 3 days on this and it looked like you guys were just going to ignore it.
I did consider it. I was like, how pissed would James be if we just walked away?
Oh, you would have rolled into that orc fight and we would have ended the session in an hour's time when you finished that fight because I haven't got anything prepped out after that.
I was like, I wonder if I can convince this elf to fuck off.
I was
No,
going to
James
say,
will
very
be mad
small
at me.
pixie in basically no clothes in a snowy environment.
I understand that's James' issue.
So yes,
You're an adventurer. You should be prepared for cold weather.
as you have brought here and you start
I
your
can't
voice,
transform.
you are greeted with welcome to the workshop, and you're told Mrs. Claus to be there. You are to investigate around and try and figure out who has taken the naughty list. It was broken into in the... It was up in this shed up here to the top left. That is where the naughty list is kept.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Jack Frost.
But yes, you can go and... You can go and investigate various places, if you wish. At first, people are talking to Mrs. Claus. We will get there. Trent, are you heading into the kitchen as well? So I know.
I am, yes.
Fair enough. We'll get to you, Jess. But please don't divide the party immediately into 3 different areas when I'm trying to get the setting set. Sure, flip me the bird. If you walk into something and you aren't prepared for, that's on you.
Those fireball dice are waiting.
I want to meet Tim Allen. I loved him in Toy Story.
I'll put a friend
I
in
was
you.
going to say, teeth chattering, I fly into the kitchen and I go, hello, hello,
Give
hello.
me a second.
hello.
I'm reading the character information.
Nothing says Christmas like Italian death metal.
Yeah, I'm listening to Seven Dust.
What a change.
I
I'm listening to Defamed.
don't know him.
They used to be buried in sulfur.
I still don't know.
Okay. They're good.
It's like there's 8,000 metal bands and I can't know them all.
It's true. No, what do you mean you've never heard of them? They only started this year. Have you ever heard of the best death metal band called The Wiggles?
Oh yeah, I saw them today actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Think about having a 2-year-old.
So as you proceed to head in, Telfi tells you that she needs to get back to sorting the letters that come in via Penguin, as they need to be finished sorting by this evening. I kid you not, that is what is written.
It's delivered by Penguin.
By Penguin.
Surely there's a animal.
Telfi has to get back to the last minute letters that arrive by Penguin, but she needs you to search for clues so you can get to the bottom of this.
Last minute because they're by Penguin and they're slow.
What, you do not have Christmas, boys?
At least they're not bipolar.
Shut
I don't know.
up. Get out. I hate you.
No.
I left Bear off into that. Whoops.
Alright, who wants to go good cop? I'll go bad cop.
As you fly into the kitchen smells delightful. Mrs. Claus is moving around in an orderly whirl, mixing ingredients, shaping dough, and ferrying an almost non-stop stream of cookies in and out of the oven. The shelves of the north wall and pantry are filled with innumerable quantities of perfectly cooked, full-fat butter cookies. When she spots you, she says, "Oh, you couldn't make yourself useful and fetch me some milk, could you, my dear?" Dodder's next, with a sweet smile before handing you an almost empty milk bucket, completely missing the fact that you don't suit the environment.
Not in the window.
Lady, we're already here making ourselves useful. We are investigating why her husband is clumsy.
Are you in the kitchen?
Let's go now.
Okay.
She sort of frowns at you. I wouldn't call him that. Now I know. So I would still appreciate the milk, but I'm guessing you are the ones that Telfi has gone to fetch about the missing list.
Yes, but first, just cold.
You can hop in the oven.
Do you have a sock we can put on this idiot?
Oh, she quickly walks over to the table and reaches into a cupboard and magically produces... Let me count.
Warm weather clothes.
1,
Oh,
2,
you've already
3,
tried
4,
anti-magic
5,
character with
6. She magically produces 6 small wrapped gifts and hands one to each of you, each appropriately sized. Here you go. I think this will warm you. Oh, this will suit you nicely.
It's shaking. It's like looks shaking. Blood just starts ripping into it.
As you tear it open, the wrapping paper falls to the ground and seemingly never touches there as it disappears before it reaches there. Inside is a hand-knitted, incredibly warm, green Christmas jumper.
So, warm weather clothes. Put it on.
As you put it on, you feel quite cozy in the weather, as if, for a mechanical benefit, you can ignore the effects of cold weather.
Yay!
I say thanks, but no thanks. It kind of cramps my style.
now, I was going to say, now, where do we get milk from? You said you need milk?
You could go get it from Dodder. He's over in the stables. Or I can go fetch some in a minute. The other thing is, Santa needs to load up for his trip on the cookies. Could you take him the glass of milk and the cookies that are on the counter?
So, lady, if you make so many cookies, why do I need to leave one out every year?
Because he needs to lip load, otherwise he will run out of energy as he goes between place to place.
That's funny.
I was going to say,
So he needs 8 billion cookies.
Oh, that's what Cookie Clicker Call was.
I was going to say, I fly over and I pick up the glass and I put it basically into my pocket and nothing spills. And then the cookies go in.
Explain to me the physics that just happened there. You were like 80% the size of the glass.
I have.
No,
This.
spoonful.
I have toon physics.
Fair enough. You all watch
You
this.
scoff at lengthy encumbrance rules.
You
I also-
watch as the pocket just expands out and he just cartoon drops the glass straight into the pocket.
Huh.
I also have this. I can
Oh, right.
noodle
That's
stretch
what
my
Warlock you
arms.
are. I completely forgot what Warlock you were because it's not come up yet.
Hey, I've only had this Warlock patron for one night.
You picked the patron at level 1, though.
No, level 3.
You picked the patron at level 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I multi-classed at level 3.
There.
He's a druid primarily, remember?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's been like 4 weeks.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a session for nearly a month. I've been jonesing for this.
Yeah, he's 2 levels of druid and now 1 of warlock, apparently.
Fair.
Yes.
So she just looks at you. Yeah, milk or take the cookies. I've got to get back to going. You can, if you're looking for clues, you can have a look around in my tea room. She gestures to the room with a small table nearby. Or I've seen some stuff that I've seen some things out of the ordinary pretty much everywhere.
Fair. Well, I'll go get you that milk. Alright, take the bucket.
I
So,
thought fine towards
Mrs.
Santa.
Claus, is it?
Yes. Yes, dear.
Where were you on the night that the sled started acting funny and the list went missing?
Right here, because the list went missing 3 days ago, and the sleigh only took off a couple of hours ago.
Can anyone corroborate this story?
She gestures to the pantry full of innumerable amounts of cookies, all appearing to be fresh baked.
Yes, but it's already been displayed that you have some magical properties in this kitchen. I just want to know if there's any witnesses that can place you at this time.
Telfie, Waldolf, Santa.
So, your employees.
I'm really not liking you today, young man.
It's alright, you can't check. You cannot check if I am on naughty list.
I'm assuming Reindeer Hemmer's the stable, James? Or is it down where
That's
I'm
the
character?
forge. Stables is down the bottom there.
Okay, cool.
You walk
Just
in,
making sure.
You walk in there. There are 4 ordinary cows. Each with a sign that reads. Give me a
Not
second.
dotty.
Chocolate, vanilla,
Really?
strawberry, and banana.
Caramel.
No plain.
No, there's full cream, skim, and half and half.
There is,
And egg
there is Plodder, Fodder, Dodder, and Vixen.
and Vixen. Vixen's got 2 jobs.
Note to yourself, Vixen is a cow. That's why I'm-
One reindeer
with
looks like-
reindeer.
Wait, I thought I needed to go see Dotty. There's no Dotty in here.
Dodder.
Oh, Dodder. I thought it was Dotty. I'm like, yeah.
No,
Dotty the
your
cow.
brain your brain corrected that to Dotty.
I go to Dodder and go, can I have some milk?
Err. It's a cow.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how it happens on the milking ranch. Can I have milk?
I'd like to sit here for a bit to work out how my noble self will milk a cow.
On that note, though, I'd like to watch Trent go past. I'd like to watch Trent go past and follow him in.
I know how cows work.
the
Yes,
stable.
you know how cows work.
That's a
I
male.
put the bucket underneath.
Hey, now here's a question. Do you actually know how to milk the cow?
With a 19, yes.
and realized, yes, I've done it. When I was like 6 at a
You can gather the milk. It takes a minute or two. You gather it. It comes easier than you would expect because while the cow looks mundane, you're judging by the fact there are 4 cows and an innumerable amount of cookies. Something magical's happening here. Be it the food, be it the cows, be it the general area. You're not sure. But the bucket takes no time at all to fill.
That's fair. I fill it and I take it back on. Oh, don't tell anyone I've milked a cow. And I walk off.
As you walk past Nox,
Yes.
and you head back, you hand over the bucket of milk. At which point, she thanks you quickly and gives you... Let me scroll down. Let me get to the items. Scrolling.
PS5.
What?
A PS5.
No. She hands you a cookie.
I was going to say,
hands
can I
you-
knock on the door to Santa?
She hands you one Mrs. Claus full fat all butter cookie.
No.
You eat it?
Yeah.
You heal 3d4 plus 3 hit points.
Oh,
and
great. I'm like,
regain one spell slot equal to 1d4 plus 1 levels.
Oh,
Of which you've spent none and none.
what a waste. Kind of regurgitate and eat it later.
And after you eat a cookie, you become full. If you try to eat anything else, including another cookie, before you finish a short rest, you must make a Constitution saving throw. Maybe this is why asking helps.
It was a cookie. I didn't want to get crumbs in my pocket.
So yes, thank you. And she goes back to cooking. Each party member has been handed a present with a jumper. Throg has put his on to be a gracious guest.
Do you care if I jump on webcam as well?
Yeah, good also.
So can I go into Santa's
I
office?
don't care. Do whatever you like.
Can just for the sake of it, can everybody who has put on the green sweater put a little green dot on your map, just so I'm aware for the people who are now immune to the cold.
I'm immune to cold naturally.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm asking if you're wearing the sweater. Because it may or may not have whether you're wearing it or not may have implications at certain points.
Well, I haven't even been inside the house yet.
So she sort of shoos you out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm not finished with investigation.
Trent, that is not a room that requires investigation. I believe that's...
Oh, I know. I'm investigating.
God.
Also, and/or maybe just using it. I don't know. The door's closed. Open it, find out.
To be fair, this map is actually one of the few that actually has bathrooms on it.
I knew it was a bathroom as soon as I saw it. It's like, yeah, why would there be a table in this room?
Yeah, there's actually there are two of them. As you knock on the door, you hear enter.
I fly in, go, hello!
Give me a second to pull up the room number.
I feel like that's number 2.
Fuck me.
You'd be surprised. The kitchen is number 7.
Oh.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Zach.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a filthy bass tone.
This cluttered room is surprisingly cool given it has no windows. A large bookcase fills the southeast corner of the room, the desk opposite, and a chest of drawer stands next to the waste paper basket to the north. Santa is hunched over his desk but looks up with a frown as the party enters.
Hello, I have cookie and milk. Cat lady in warm place said give to you.
Wait, was she a cat? Oh shit, she is too.
That raises more questions than we need answered.
Santa is a furry confirmed.
Peter, as the only one in the room, I need you to make me a insight check.
Oh, what? Oh, ages ago. Yeah, I was just going to say ASL, Zach. ASL.
I'm in there too.
Then make a insight check, Jess.
I'm going to find my webcam in a minute. I've just got to restart this server.
To answer your question, Bailey, they would likely be fine.
Oh,
Oh, Telor, with your 16, you notice that Santa seems to almost go slightly stiff as you enter, as he looks upon you. Oh, you can leave the cookies in the map room. I've got some here.
Map room? Where map room? We knew here.
The map room is across the hall, as he points out the other room. It is this one.
The small elf person brought us here.
Oh, you're the one brought to look into the missing naughty list. You don't have to look too much if you don't want. I found a solution. It's a little bit hectic, but it should work.
You just not... Let me guess, you just not give present to people not on nice list?
No, I'm just going to give presents to everyone.
I've got a gift for once.
It's the hair.
Tilts head slightly. That more work, no?
It will be, but I can't afford to miss anybody who would deserve a present. If you can find me the naughty list by this evening, I'll have a chance to double check over everything. But it's no need. I've got enough time to get the final presents made and the preparations prepared.
Hold on one second.
Why do they need us?
Insight from the Telor.
And what he was saying.
Nah. Sorry, I had to swap over headphones.
It seems entirely honest with his intent.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can say,
I will
do
say.
you feel okay, Santa?
What was that?
I look at him and ask, do you feel okay, Santa?
Of course I'm fine. Ho ho ho. To the two of you in the room, it does smell as if Santa has not bathed in about a week. And the cookies on the counter seem to have gone untouched.
I fly off to the map room.
You fly off to the map room.
Then investigate the map
Does
room.
Telor follow?
Hang
What is
on.
Telor doing in the room then?
What happened to you? Oh, hang on.
I ask if it's okay if I can have a look around
That's
for clues.
aggro or whatever you
You
think.
can have a look around quickly. I don't see why there would be anything in here. You can make investigation check
Well,
or
let's try to feel out
perception
that.
check, depending on if you're just glancing around or searching.
I was searching.
You don't find anything with
Like,
the
we're
five.
all.
It's a messy room with papers scribbled. Like, you come across about 9 different versions of the nice list. Do you continue to move along, or what are you doing then?
I'm gonna
need
wait.
words, because vague nods do not tell me things.
That's a lot of guitars. Oh, it's downstairs, mate.
As we wait for chairs.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, once I put the cookies down, I'm going to investigate this room as well.
You can continue to look around. We'll get to Peter in a minute, because I'm going to go to the others first.
Yep.
So, is there anyone who is not a family member or employee who can place you in the kitchen at the time of disappearance?
Not that's presently here. Most of well, we don't get much in the way of non-family members here, and most of our workers are off working elsewhere at the moment.
Can I have a list of all the people who came and went within about a week of now?
You and your friends, Telfi, and that's about it.
Yeah, so the culprit is still here.
Most likely, as it is hundreds of miles to the next town.
Although there is evidence of teleporting within your employees.
Yes.
Does your husband have any enemies?
Everyone has enemies. Of course my husband has enemies.
Yes, can you name
not
any?
Are you not familiar with the tales of Christmas?
Give me a short list, like Jack Frost, Frosty Snowman, Krampus.
Give me a moment.
Maybe it was Rudolph. He's sick of pulling fat men around Sky.
I'll leave that one alone. That's better for you to talk to him about.
Hi.
Come on, I know there was an appendix for this.
What, Santa's list of enemies?
Specifically for, like, information that the party would know. I need you to roll me a history check.
Oh, good. I'm sure I'm great at those. Histoire. Yep, fantastic.
Your memory, your information is pretty apt to your world. It doesn't exactly add up to this one. As she sort of looks at you and goes, none of those people are enemies of Santa, with the exception of Krampus. Jack Frost was here a couple of months ago for tea. They've been on good terms ever since the battle a few hundred years back.
Are any of your employees disgruntled with workload?
No. They're all fine with it. Probably.
How do you feel about your husband gallivanting around the planet?
It's fine. Honestly, the only person that comes to mind that I think might have it definitively out for him is Nasta, his brother.
Nesta.
Yes.
Where does he live?
Couldn't tell you.
Does anyone know where he lives?
No, he magically obscures his location.
That is incredibly unhelpful.
The only time we ever know that he's about is when he's actively hunting my husband.
That sounds ominous. Okay, where do I find Jolly Fat Man? I have questions.
Across the hall, your friend took cookies to him a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I do not pay attention to friends. They annoy me.
Okay. Now, if you excuse me, I have cookies to get to.
Okay, you look like you have a very good head start on diabetes.
At this point, she just goes back to working. Yes, Trent?
Can I look in the room that I'm in? The little tea room?
Sure. You can look in the tea room.
No, don't. Come on.
Give me a second to get to the thing so I can tell you.
Alright.
What did you roll?
Investigation of 19.
Investigation of 19. Oh boy. You find a book titled The War of Niceness. It details information between a great war between Santa and Nasta, his evil twin brother. It is bookmarked on pages detailing some tactics used by Nasta.
Such as?
Snow golemans, walls of ice, and animated snow shovels. With your investigation check, you also can check the book to reveal that Nasta's weakness appears to be lactose, gluten, and cats.
Damn it! Why do we not have our cat friends? For what is they useful?
Also, hanging from the east wall is a giant shield that appears to be made of a wafer with liquid hot chocolate running around the edge.
Can I have that?
What?
Can I have that?
Do you want it in real life or in a game?
Yes.
Give me a second to go and check if like something happens if you try to take it off the wall.
Not even a rogue, I just like chocolate.
The problem is, like, a lot of this stuff is like, here is thing, see Appendix C, like, 15 pages later.
That's helpful.
Yeah, kinda. You can take it down. It does require attunement. At which point, you hear Mrs. Claus. You can use that for the evening, but I'd like it back at the end of the evening if you could.
Sure.
That lady has very good hearing.
He is in the adjacent room, and she's rushing backwards and forwards past the door.
I'd like to attune to it in the next hour or so it takes.
It'll take 5 minutes to attune to it because I'm going to fast track stuff.
Oh, fair. I'd like.
Okay, so we will head over. So we have we have the. What is Bailey doing? Because it's been a while.
Finally taking a step inside the house.
You step into the grand dining room.
Didn't have to duck. Pleasantly surprised about the door height.
Yes, there are two suits of armor flanking the doorway. Standard, mundane suits of armor. Each one holding what appears to be scimitar that is candy striped.
So James's sword from last Christmas.
One's red, one's blue. So yes.
I just need to check the range on something. Give me a moment.
Because that's
Had it here.
that's never suspect.
I was gonna say, if it's detect magic, don't.
The house lights up.
No, just his brain.
So, is Jess like sticking half in and half out the door? Is the door actually
you can see
closed?
the door open. She's going backwards and forwards around the room, looking at it.
Oh, well, I suppose I'll move into there. With. Yeah, just move into there.
As you enter, you notice the same smell of Santa having not bathed in a week, or smells like it anyway. Is there anything you do in there, or you just?
Does anything seem off about Santa himself?
Yes.
Like comparison to a regular person?
He
Yes.
smells.
He smells like he has
Other
not
than-
bathed in a week. Anytime you speak to him, his speech is filled with ho ho ho's and the occasional hee hee. Other than that, like there's the cookies on the table, like
I'm still
everything I described earlier.
I will then move on.
Unless you would also like to look around the room or something and investigate it or something.
Yeah, I would, please.
Much as Jess did earlier, so you can roll your investigation.
It's a room.
With a 9, is a room.
Are you sure? Might be a box.
Now we will move on to Peter, who is across the hall. A large map room over the map room. On the center table is a large map over 6 feet on an edge. Is held down with Christmas-themed paperweights in each corner. The room is warm. There is a slight sickly sweet pollen to the air. Shelves full of maps, calculations, navigation equipment line the northern wall. On the southern wall is a large blackboard with coordinates and times written in large grid. Someone rolled something, and the investigation
Me, I rolled
two.
I rolled a shitty investigation.
What were you investigating?
Just the general room. After putting the milk and cookies down, I was having a quick look around.
Looking around the room, there is the map and blackboard that seem to show routes and estimated travel times.
I was going to say, you said there's a big map on the center table?
Yes. Also on the west wall mounted is a bow made of... There is a bow hanging at the end.
Ooh, pretty. I'm going to leave it. I was going to say, is the map of the continent or the whole world?
It is... The map is of the continent at current.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly and land on the table.
Yep.
Standing right where the conclave where I grew up was, where I merged was.
Uh-huh.
And I'm literally just going to tiptoe walk around the entire continent and come back. And then go, I did it! I went around the world!
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to fly back.
So you only looked at the map. Okie dokie. So you fly back to Santa's room, at which point Telor sees your little pixie friend flutter in. You are now joined by Nox in there. Santa is looking more and more perturbed as you are disturbing him. As for the 5th time, he has asked you to leave the room and let him get back to work.
Can I roll another investigation?
I'll let you roll another investigation check because you've now been searching the room for like 10 minutes.
Can I offer advantage?
No, because you only just arrived. I'll say you have advantage, or you or Nox can roll with advantage. If a
Is that between-
13, Jess, 15 because advantage because Jess just rolled first.
It's that Hydra cunt.
Boop.
Can I also know where he was when the list disappeared?
Yes, I was in here writing the nice list. It's weird that something has happened to it. This is the first time this has happened in quite a long time. With your 15 investigation check, his speech isn't quite matching up with his movements. And you can see some little green specks and patches in the underarm of his red suit.
Yeah.
At this point, he stands up and forcibly ushers the lot of you out of the room and shuts the door.
Never mind.
Come on, I need to get to work. I'm quite busy. If you can find me my list, that is nice, but you are delaying me even further, and I need to get to work.
I fly back to the kitchen.
Uh-huh. You fly back to the kitchen.
I go find Thorog.
He is like 5 feet behind you. He's been watching you the entire time, not stepping foot into the room with the obviously perturbed man in a small enclosed space. Because he is a big orc.
I asking to come look at the shed with me, where it went missing from.
Sure, and he starts plodding out and around the house, and you can go up to there, where Throg is. We will get to Peter, who flies back into the kitchen.
I
you're
did
back.
it. I gave cookies and milk, but he no want them.
Oh, he didn't.
He said put in map room.
He's probably going to be checking the map soon then.
No, he said he's working on list.
He normally doesn't.
And there are lots of cookies and milk in the room he in, but not eaten.
No, he normally doesn't turn down cookies or milk. He normally eats them almost as quickly as I can make them.
Also, he's stinky.
Yes, he's been under a lot of stress of late.
But still, he no eat?
No, I think as much as he's trying to hide it, I think the list being missing is getting to him.
Oh, hi. But he no eat at all? I thought he need cookie and milk and stuff to make go fly.
He's been eating, otherwise there'd be quite a build-up. I'm guessing he's just slowing down.
I just look at the cupboard.
Oh, the cupboard. Oh, that's. He'll eat more as he goes. He takes a fair bit with him as he goes as well for the initial leaving. But
Okay,
normally he keeps up with them fairly quickly. It's unlike him to have any spare in his room. But if he wasn't eating them, there would be multiple glasses and a pile of cookies in his office. So he's got to be eating them maybe just a little bit slower than normal.
I was gonna say how much was in his office?
1 plate and 1 glass.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did that. I go away now.
Yep.
Also, that very nice looking bow in room.
Yes, please don't touch that. That is Santa's.
Santa has bow?
He used it to fight. He used it to fight Nasta a couple of 100 years ago.
Who's Nasta?
Nasta is his brother.
Did he fight his brother?
Yes. One moment, we're going to smash cut to Trent, who is in the guest quarters.
Yes. Wearing my chocolate falcon.
Oh,
Or was that a
right.
shield? Or like,
Yes. Seven beds and 7 bedside tables.
I can't.
Spacious room.
Oh, 7. I can't blind.
This spacious room has a feel of a well-appointed inn. Large spherical chandelier made of glowing baubles on the end of a reindeer's antlers shed bright light colorful. Okay, so Trent, roll initiative as the chandelier comes to life.
Excuse me?
As you are fighting a
Chandelier mimic.
nope.
A cloaker.
A Viper.
It's a chandelier from Pokemon.
As the chandelier comes to life, and you are fighting a beholder.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck!
Oh dear.
Deer,
I died.
not der.
Well then.
One might say, oh dear.
Exactly.
This is what happens when you don't wear the gifts.
Now I need to scroll to its stat block.
Oh fuck! It was the night before Christmas, and all throughout the house, all we heard was a dead man screaming.
No one hears anything, even if Trent does start shouting.
Well, there goes my plan.
Which was go, help!
It was going to be a vicious mockery very loudly, but
Oh, sound emanates within the room. I'm basically just going to say this for the sake of it. Everything can be heard within the room, but it's almost as if there is a ring of silence around it.
that's not very nice.
Green screen. Discord. Behold, dear.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck!
Well, shit.
You may want to roll a new character.
If I have a new character, it's fine. I have ideas.
Is it an anthropomorphic reindeer with a hammer?
Could be. That does not hit my thing. That would probably be initiative, Trent. Don't be dumb.
Yeah, Trent.
You are first. Well, technically it is first because surprise round, bitches.
Yeah, that one. I should have ate that cookie.
Yeah, it's actually a hallucination.
D6 for which beam it uses. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those. That one. Barred away.
Fail.
Cool, a 20 is a success. Must make a... You take half of 4d4 psychic damage. You take 5 damage. And it is now your turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, in character, you were unaware of the whole silent spell in the room. That was more a clarification for the other play members, since people tend not to wait for me to tell them, yes, you can enter the room and just put themselves in there.
Yeah, that's fair. I gathered as much.
Yes.
So, Jim, question. Does my Chocolate Falcon have any combat abilities?
Yes.
Can I have them, please?
Certainly.
Fucking neat.
Is it a shield? Is it a breastplate?
It is a shield.
Okay.
It is the wafer shield. While attuned to this shield, you can doff it and mount it as a bonus action. Whilst mounted, you ignore non-magical difficult terrain. You can move across surfaces of liquids, and your movement speed is increased to 60 feet. Additionally, if you take damage while mounted, you must succeed a dexterity saving throw or fall off the shield while prone. The DC of the saving throw equals 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher. You can dismount the shield and don it again as a bonus action. Once on each of your turns, if you move 20 feet in a straight line, you can whip the shield in a cool move, no action required, splashing hot chocolate all over one creature within 5 feet of you. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 2d8 fire damage on a fail, or half as much damage on a success. DC equals 8 plus your acrobatics modifier.
Damn!
And the shield has a tiny little smiley face.
That's the important detail.
So I gotta move 20 feet to activate the attack,
Uh-huh.
and I currently have 60 foot of movement because I'm
It's a
holding it.
shield, so you also have the stats.
And also normal shield, so
Yes.
my armor class is not 16, but instead it is 18. Gotcha. I will move up here, and I'll run down here, and I'll do the splashy attack, because that sounds cool.
Cool. Let me check if it can make a attack opportunity, because you moved away from it.
Oh yeah, I did too. Oh well.
Oh, cool. How far did you move?
I moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet total.
15 back, 15 forward.
Cool, because you've got to move 20 in a straight line to trigger the effect.
Oh, wait, I can't do it. Damn.
Also, you only have 15 feet of movement because it's looking at you and you are currently in its freezing cone of vision. You have half speed and can't take reactions.
So I'm stuck up here. Gotcha.
You would know this before you began moving,
Oh, okay.
as it would be
Not
looking at you when it fired its
Wouldn't
initial
he
beam.
have 30 feet if it's half? Because the shield gives him 60.
If he hops on it, yes, he would still have 30 feet of movement total. But then he has to reduce his AC by 2. You can spend your action to climb on top of the shield and surf it.
Oh, it's a surfboard.
It's Legend of Zelda
No, play
Shield
Zelda.
surfing.
Breath of the Wild, like shield surfing. You
Yeah, play
hop on the thing and shield surf at 60 feet around if you spend your bonus action.
Oh,
Bonus action.
Okay.
Bonus action. You take it off and skate it.
well, either way, I'm going to insult this and say you were a horrible chandelier.
You made the room look tacky.
Okay. It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw against a DC 15. It does not.
Haha,
it
it takes disadvantage on its next attack roll.
It takes 4 and has disadvantage on its next attack roll. Cool. Does that end your turn?
No, because that's a bonus action. I'm gonna stab with my rapier. I'm not gonna stab with my rapier. I take that back.
No, that misses. Okay, so on its turn.
Wait, how did Vicious Mockery a bonus action?
Is it not
It's an action, Trent.
action?
It's
Oh,
an attack cantrip.
that's right. Don't worry about me. Ignore the rapier. I just did the vicious mockery. It's fine.
It's
At
going.
least the vicious mockery.
It's going to look at you, and it's going to fire three of its eye rays.
No.
Bye, Trent.
I mean, I did subtly hint, "Hey, don't split up" earlier.
Does it take a disadvantage because I'm...
These are saving throws.
Damn it. Do I get him with advantage because it's in within 5 feet?
Hey, Trent, you might want to leave the room.
That is a 5 and a 4 and a 6. Make me a strength saving throw, a dexterity saving throw, and a constitution saving throw.
Oh, nice in a row. It's the next freeze attack with intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
With the 20 strength
well,
saving
you
throw,
can.
with the 20 strength saving throw, you succeed on your saving throw against the gift wrap ray, and are not wrapped in wrapping paper and restrained.
Oh no, not restrained.
With your 7 dexterity, you are hit with the peppermint ray and take 4d10 fire damage.
How much does that do for... okay, that much.
And then with your 13 constitution saving throw, that does not save against the lump of coal ray.
Oh, fuck.
On a failed save, the creature begins to turn to coal and is restrained. Must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next 2 turns.
Oh, fuck, you keep petrified.
You got hit with a Petrify Ray. Oh, the irony! The Rockman's being turned to coal.
Still
If I
close
die,
enough,
what a
right?
way to go out. What a short character, though. Amazing. I guess on my turn, I make another con save.
You are restrained, which, you succeed. On a success, the effect ends. So you lose your turn. It's its turn. It's going to look at you and go, and
Intelligence, wisdom, charisma saves?
That's you.
it's going to use 2 beams against you. That is a 3 and a 2. Strength saving throw. You are not pushed 15 feet away. Constitution saving throw.
Con?
Con. You take half of 4d6 damage. And are not slowed. So you take 10 damage.
You're
I had
alive.
4 health left.
Oh my god.
I'm a support bard in 1-on-1 combat. What do you expect to happen?
At which point, the Beholder just floats up to the ceiling and takes its unanimous place on the roof.
Am I, like, still half coal?
No, because you
Like,
succeed
like
the
enough
effect.
space for that?
What? No, because the effect ends on a single success save.
Okay, fair.
Petrify is 3 fails, or on some creatures, it's if you fail by more than 5 or 10. This did not have that feature.
Cool.
But like 1 success ends it.
Cool.
So those 3 are up there. Communion's in talking with Santa, so we'll get to him in a second. Peter, you went in to talk to Mrs. Claus. What was that about?
Oh no, I'd finished my conversation when you moved to Trent.
Cool. What
I
are you
was
doing
literally
now?
talking about Santa Claus not eating cookies and whatnot.
Yes. So
And then you moved over to Trent.
yeah. So what are you doing now that you're done?
I wanted to go check out the bedroom.
Cool. Trent, roll me death saving throws till you either stabilize or die.
Okay.
Because
I don't know he's dead or dying.
yeah, no, because Mikey's in talking. The others are more than.
Oh god. Oh god.
Ah. This.
Ah!
Okay.
Ah!
Can I
Died in Santa's workshop.
We'll get to that in a minute. There was a reason I asked because like Mikey's away and Pete. I had to ask because if you had a good logical enough reason, like you were going to go look for him, you had a chance to get there before that. Because you flew in another room, no one was coming in to stabilize him.
It's not like I told anyone I'll be there.
Nope.
No,
I will not close my notebook as I do not need it.
no, that's why I was asking because like it was the adjacent room. There was a chance Peter was going to go there. So we're going
I
to go.
mean, if I had heard or seen something out of the ordinary, I might have, but
I will read you something quickly. Guest room. Guest quarters. Encounter 1 Beholder. A spell has been cast to prevent any sound escaping the room. So that is why, even though you were in the room adjacent, you could not hear him.
yep.
So we'll cut to the people up at the Chapel of Niceness. Temple of the Nice. Sorry.
Yeah, I figured out how to do it.
Oh wow!
A simple
French.
chapel consists of a front, a font, a purple,
I'll be back.
a font, a purple fur carpet, and a simple altar. The punctuation there was messing with me. 2 unlit candles on the altar do nothing to brighten the dark interior. Beneath the altar is a safe with a handprint on it.
You know he's a bricklayer, right?
The safe hangs open and is empty inside. What do the 3 of you do? Throg looks in and goes, "It's dark, safe open." I'm not going to attempt to do his accent because I have to go and remember what one I did.
Good thing we record these, hey?
Yeah, I just haven't. I've been working on this. I didn't actually get a chance to read it.
Can I also light the candles?
Sure, you can light the candles. The room brightens up a little bit. When you examine the safe, there is a sticky handprint, a fleshy handprint, on the front of it. So there's a sticky handprint that appears to be made of flesh on the front of the safe. There are also claw marks all around the safe door.
Hmm.
Saying you look like a girl.
Question.
Yes.
You say there's a fleshy handprint. Is it like actually blood or just really weird stuff?
Beneath the altar is a safe with a sticky handprint made of flesh on its front. That is what it says.
Yeah. It's fucking disgusting.
Sticky handprint made of flesh.
Yep.
Not of blood, of flesh.
I don't know.
I'd like to investigate this fleshy handprint on the safe.
As you investigate it, it seems to be over a section where there is a divot for a handprint in there, as if it was used as some sort of unlocking mechanism. Because the safe also does not have a combination or key lock hole on it. So, to your understanding, it's almost as if there is some sort of like magical handprint lock or something. You could not be sure without the identify spell. Throg is standing at the doorway. Because it's a dark, small room. Was not expecting
Tallulah?
a party member tonight.
Yeah. Eva.
Who else is in the house?
You've been informed the only people here are Mrs. Claus, Santa, Waldorf, and Telfie.
I'll be back. I'm going to go check with Mrs. Claus.
Mm-hmm. As you round back into the front of the house through the only entrance, with your
There's a door right here, you know.
So there is. Do you go through that door?
Yeah.
Okay. You're in the kitchen then. Never mind.
You don't see the dead body of Trent.
I was going to say you'd see the door to the guest rooms open, but you don't go in that hallway. She goes, dearie, what can I help you with? As she takes another tray of cookies out.
Who can open the safe?
Only myself, Santa, and Waldorf.
So... I'd say I assume he's your husband.
Yes.
I assume he actually may not be in the best condition at the moment.
Well, what? Why would you say that? I know he's feeling a bit under the weather and he's been stressed, but what makes you think that?
There's a fleshy handprint on the safe.
Oh.
With a dent.
She raises her paws to her face, and with her mitten-covered hands, she cups her cheeks. That sounds dreadful.
Whoops.
Who do you know that has the biggest feud with your husband?
Probably Nasta, his brother.
Gee, if only someone had a book about that.
Can Nazda use magic?
Yes, so can my husband. They are both wizards.
So can the dead body.
He's so bitter.
I don't actually care that much.
And I have no way to resurrect you.
Don't worry about resurrecting me, just focus on the thing. I'm just making
Before I go exploring the house further, is there anything I should be aware of?
Oh yeah, the killer chandelier.
Nothing I can think of. It's normally pretty tame around here. Your friends have been in and out quite recently. Your blue friend was in here not long ago before he went out that door, and your little fairy friend said something about going to check the bedrooms. And the teddy bear has been asking a lot of questions, and I believe he's off talking to my husband at the moment.
Okay, a follow-up question
And
to
by
things
the way,
in the
that is
house.
a deliberate tone shift when referring to the teddy bear.
A follow-up question to things in the house. What sort of defenses do you have against intrusion?
Our defenses are Rudolph and my husband to a point.
Okay.
We're far enough out that we normally don't have risk of being attacked, and the last thing that did, it's a sight to watch Rudolph work.
I don't mean to sound intrusive, but does Waldorf have human hands?
Oh, yes. I believe he's out working the forge at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, my words in his face.
Mrs. Claus,
Yes.
are you aware that your husband has a terrible smell coming from him?
I've been informed. I think the stress is getting to him because we are only a few days out, and with the list being gone, he's been fretting over it, and there's all the extra work to do, and he's also not been eating that much, from what I've been told. You have to understand, he's under quite a lot of stress at the moment.
I do understand, Mrs. Claus, but have you considered that Nazda may have done something to him?
I hadn't, but if you would...
He seems, from what I've seen and how you describe him, to be acting quite out of character.
He has been a little bit short and lax the last couple of days, but I wouldn't say too far out of character. It's been a departure, but no more than anyone under his level of stress, I would say. He's a good man after all.
Mrs. Claus, one final question. I apologize if this one seems intrusive. Would you yourself or your husband, your husband or his brother, come across as a fae, celestial, or a fiend by chance?
No. My husband is human, as was his brother, and I am me.
One last thing. Before I go see Waldorf, is there any rooms I should avoid in the house?
No. You're free to look around. I would encourage you to look everywhere you can think of. Just due to the nature of if you're trying to find something, you don't know where something might be hidden.
Or laying on the floor with the door wide open.
I'm damn sure there's something else down here, but I'm not going back because I failed my investigation check.
Okay. I'd like to make my way to Waldorf.
Cool.
I assume the most direct route's out the front door
it
here,
would
isn't
be.
it? So,
Okay, Jess, what are you doing up at the Temple of Nice? Because there has been Bailey's chance to leave, and I'm trying to give everybody equal chances, because we'll do you, then we'll do Mikey, then we'll get to you leaving the kitchen, Bailey.
yep.
Just to cut in really quickly, wouldn't the most direct route be out coming out the side of the house then down?
6 to 1, half a dozen the other.
What are you
I
investigating?
Just want to continue looking.
It's still a thing. Okay, so you're looking at that. We'll cut to the teddy bear in with Santa.
Oh, I also tell Throg what I noticed about Santa and the green under his suit.
He walks in and he starts checking over the safe, and hit ritual casts identify. Teddy bear in with Santa.
Ready for the sass?
Hello, you must be Santa.
Yes, I am. Ho ho ho.
Yes, that's not disconcerting at all. Where were you 3 nights ago?
Right here.
Do you have anyone who can corroborate that story?
Mrs. Claus has been bringing me cookies. Telfy's been popping in with letters.
Anyone who is not employee or next of kin?
No, as we don't have that many people here at the workshop at this time of year. Most employees are off site, and we haven't had any guests for the busy season.
What security measures do you have in place to stop people from getting list?
Magical locks and doorways, and anybody who makes a commotion, we normally send Waldorf to deal with.
How would someone be able to circumvent?
The same way I imagine anyone would be able to. High-powered spellcasting?
Do you know anyone with such capability who would have grievance with you?
Maybe my misunderstood brother?
Your misunderstood brother. Tell me about him.
He lost his... people think he lost his way a while back. We had a fight hundreds of years ago. Before we split duties. Originally, we were to share the duties of delivering presents. We had a disagreement, and it came to blows about it.
What was disagreement regarding?
The treatment of how the naughty list was to be handled.
And what was both viewpoints?
My viewpoint was that people on the naughty list would get a lump of coal, if anything. His viewpoint was that they still deserved gifts, maybe of maybe a different caliber.
Such as?
A 9mm.
It was a long time ago. Gifting exchanges have changed since then. There was talks of weapons, maybe informational books, things still relevant to their things still relevant to their interests.
Okay, and you would say that your viewpoint was vastly superior to his viewpoint?
My viewpoint was in the greater good, I believe.
And Nesta was just completely wrong and terrible.
Misguided, I would say.
So it sounds like a total scumbag.
I wouldn't say that. I would say he was misunderstood. As many people are.
But you went to war with over a misunderstanding? It seems a bit extreme.
It was a misunderstanding that lasted over 100 years and had come to multiple altercations over the time. The quote-unquote war was the culmination of I fight almost every Christmas for nearly 100 years.
How would I know this brother of yours by sight?
Last I saw him, he looked like a skinnier version of myself, but that was nearly 100 years ago.
Does he wear the same outfit?
Normally he tends to wear greens and purples. Between the two of us is where the whole motif of green and red came from. It was
Yeah, so you are a red guy and he is green guy.
originally, yes.
Can I do an investigation check?
Sure. No.
Oh, damn it! How would one find a brother of yours?
He keeps himself magically hidden, I'm guessing to stop us from finding him if we wanted to, say, send people after him. He's only
Okay.
seemingly trackable when he's out of his lair.
And you don't do the same thing? You don't hide location? Because surely people would try and find Santa.
Oh, the location is hidden. We have scrying protections. We have magical misdirections in the surrounding areas. It doesn't stop my brother, as he already knows the actual location. And
So no one could find you as long as you are inside. And
Yes.
no one could find him ever.
yes, and I carry when I'm delivering gifts. I carry a pendant of mind shielding, which makes me immune to scrying and telepathy.
That sounds incredibly devious. So if you were to steal your own naughty list, no one could tell.
Why ever would I do that?
'Cause you want presents for everybody?
But that would cause chaos.
Maybe you like the chaos. Then maybe you get next year off because everybody on naughty list.
You do realize if I wanted the year off, I just would not do anything. And then after a couple of years, people would stop believing, and I would have every Christmas off. I do this not for esteem or power or belief. I do this out of the goodness of my heart.
And you're just good all time.
I like to believe so.
And after how many years, you're still a good person?
Just over 2,000 years I've been doing this.
I mean, I've never done something for 2,000 years, but I'm sure after about 355, I'd get over it.
Well, it's not a particularly hard job most of the time. It's only about a week's work most years.
Yeah, for you, not for your ununionized workers out there.
I don't know, it's only about a week's work.
Then what do you do for the rest of the year?
Be jolly, eat, plan.
Right, you have no problems with me looking around everywhere try to find your list.
No, go right ahead.
Except no one has come or gone.
Not that we know of.
Support's been inappropriate. Fucking truck!
What is in the room just here?
Out of character, you don't know that's there. That's hidden behind the bookcase. For some reason, it's obvious on the map. It's a hidden room behind a bookcase that requires an investigation check higher than anybody has gotten so far to find.
Right.
I was going to put like a black square over it, but it just drew more fucking attention to it.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm annoyed because like I looked. There's only one copy of this map. There's not even one where it's like that's just like got a section of roof over it. But like nothing I could put over it made it just everything I did just drew more attention to it.
You should have rolled 20 though.
Yeah.
You should have just started with all the rooms black.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't know where everything was.
Yeah,
Um,
and I'm still not liking the active lighting because it's still very very laggy at times.
I'm just going to have a quick look around the room, just to see if you misplaced it in office.
Be my guest. No.
No, I can't even see the dice roll. It's
You rolled a
frozen.
9 again.
For fuck's sake.
You rolled the exact same thing.
Okay.
Still rolling better than fucking me.
Yeah.
There could be something hidden in that room on like a check of 13 and no one would have found it so far.
It's probably just fucking sitting on a table.
No, it'd have to be higher than 15. That's the highest anyone in that room's gotten so
You've
far.
now looked around and you can't find anything.
Is there any details about battle against brother? I just want to know how well you beat him. Like, did you beat him to a pulp so it's unrecognizable? It sounds like a big pussy.
No, I didn't. I used my bow against him. He escaped with his life. It was a long time ago. He was defeated relatively handily, though.
Yeah, so you kicked the shit out of him pretty easily. Yeah, he's not a very good fighter.
It was a hard battle. It was a hard,
Okay,
long
is there any written account so I can just go over?
Oh, there was a book in the tea room. That's where we.
Okay,
that's
I'll
where
have a
Mrs.
look.
Claus normally keeps it.
I can't even remember guy's name. It's so hard to remember. It's what, like Netros?
Nasta.
Nesta. Sounds stupid. Okay, I go find book.
Uh-huh. You step out. You see the hallway. You see the door on the opposing side open.
Yeah.
As you walk past, what is your passive perception? Like fucking 18 or something?
18, yeah.
You see Trent's body.
Ah, what are you doing down there, my friend? It's bedtime for a nap.
I'm role-playing by not responding.
Hey, it's stupid. Get up. We're looking
Do
for
I
book.
see him walk in there?
Yes. And Mikey, I need you to roll a saving throw.
What one?
Give me a second.
Uh,
Pete, I swear we'll get to you in a minute.
That's alright.
4.
I was gonna say I've worked shit out from meta knowledge. I just can't act on it.
Oh, I'm
either.
quite sure Mikey's figured it out as well with the way
Oh,
he's
yeah,
fucking
easy.
talking.
yeah, so, I'm just dead. Ah, the dream.
So he's going to roll. I need to slash R 1d3. He's going to use one beam. And that is a 6 petrification beam. Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. For some reason, I
Black,
don't.
you are restrained. You are slowly turning to coal.
Oh, good. I don't have the chat window for some reason. It popped out before. Hang on, let me just refresh.
So, Trent, you are able to begin heading down there. Bailey, you are now able to head down there as
I'm alive?
the surprise round of it. You see the bear slowly turning black through the doorway.
I'd like to call for Mrs. Claus. Loudly.
What is it, dearie?
I have a
points
chat
through a
log again.
doorway.
Oh dear, Mikey, roll another saving throw, as it's now been a full turn.
I was gonna say, I'm
Connigan?
guessing I would have heard that
Yes.
call as well.
Probably.
4, 5,
And
6,
just make a perception check.
8.
That is a success. You are no longer turning to coal.
So with a full dash, I can get to there.
Meow.
Can I reach through and grab him out of the
One
room?
second, we'll see if Jess hears.
Okay.
Yeah.
No!
Does Throg?
Good point.
Tell them that we're all got our web to kiss. Yeah, he just said that.
No! They are busy tinkering with the shed. So what were you going to do, Bailey?
I'd like to reach through and just pull him out.
As you reach in,
It reaches out.
you reach in and zoom. You need to make a saving throw again as a beam comes in, and this is the gift wrap beam. Dexterity saving through. No. You reach in, you grab the bear, and then suddenly he is covered in red, green, and white wrapping paper. restraining him in place. Roll initiative, everyone.
Oh god.
Everyone?
Yeah,
No.
you roll it.
Including me?
No, until someone makes a loud enough noise for you to hear.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And because we're like 2 people are now in a room of silence.
And one's dead. I mean, sleeping on the job.
Exactly.
Suddenly, the lighthearted session that James had planned had now suddenly killed one character that had blood hooks attached to him.
That's right, though. But shut up. I don't know.
12.
But
So,
if I had
question, James, if I would just stand where Mrs. Claus is, would I be able to see the
Don't worry.
beholder deer thing?
No, because currently, Trent Bailey is there blocking the pathway.
Poor
It
Trent
is
never got to
Peter's
fuck Mrs. Claus.
I'm like 8 feet tall. I'm surely I could reach across 5 feet.
Well, you are leaning through the doorway, blocking most of it, and now you are wrapped in bright wrapping paper.
Surely he could just bust through that. It's paper.
It is a saving throw on his. It is a saving throw on his next turn.
it is magic paper.
Ah, right.
Pretty much. So Peter, it is your
A
turn.
gift wrap made of duct tape. So it's my turn.
Yes.
Bye, Rick.
I was going to say, can I just free action going, what the fuck?
Sure. At which point, Throg and Jess can roll initiative. And they will just be added to the initiative tracker wherever they are. So long as you got rolled above Peter, you will get to act this time.
Right, I disconnected him.
What?
Roll initiative.
Click on yourself and then roll initiative.
Why am I rolling
Because
initiative?
Pete shouted, "What the fuck?" You now have heard him.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Hey,
He
listening's not
shouted
very
and there
good.
are open doors to you.
And then I'm going to fly to here. And I'm going to try and shoot it with a nice knife. 23 to hit.
Where did you fly to? I've lost you on the map.
Next door to
He's next to me.
Communion.
Oh, okay. On my screen, you are under Trent.
Oh,
Huh?
Yeah, no, near him.
Yeah,
okay,
Trent's like 3 spaces down.
there you go.
Yeah,
I'll move my
on
character.
my screen, you are right next to Communion, and Trent was on that square.
Oh,
I don't know why he was up at that wall for me.
Yeah, weird.
yeah, uh-huh.
Desync, apparently.
So it's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
He takes 9 damage.
9.
Then must make a deck save.
9 cold damage.
No, 9 piercing.
9 piercing.
And then make a deck save.
against a DC of what?
14.
He rolled a natural 14. So he takes what? You said
No cold
You
damage.
said what? 9 damage.
Yeah, just the 9 piercing. On a hit or miss, the shard explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet must make a deck save or take 7 cold damage.
Yep.
I'm not sure how the target makes the deck save on if the knife hits.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay, so that moves us on to the next person in initiative, which is Throg. Who's gonna go? What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, must have been the
7,
wind.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's going on? At full movement. End of turn.
Frog's gonna say he's dead bud friend. Frog's gonna fireball this room.
Oh
It is
no!
now Mrs. Claw's turn.
In-game, mate.
Out of curiosity, how high are these ceilings?
Not high enough.
I'm gonna say how high is Snoop Dogg.
No, the thing is, if it's on the ceiling and I'm 2 foot tall,
You're still in
And
blast radius.
no, I'm saying, how am I gonna punch it?
No, like this is like a 8-9 foot ceiling, and it's floated down to. As it uses its beams, it's floated
So
down.
I
to
scraped
floor.
the ceiling the entire time?
Yes. In the bedrooms, in the main hall, no.
Jesus, it's gonna be 32 degrees tomorrow.
Oh, glad I mowed yesterday.
And then 18 on Monday. So
I'd
tomorrow
like a
night's
regular
Christmas.
weather pattern, please.
Mrs. Claus is just gonna wing two slingshots in there. And
Exploding cookies.
splinter scone slings, so you're not far off. That is a 18 and a 7.
I was going to say, question: does Santa come out?
No. It takes 4 damage and needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which it succeeds. That makes it Nox's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So it is Nox's turn. You need to make a strength saving throw, I believe. A creature can use its action to make a strength check. You succeed. So that took your action. You have a bonus action and movement. But you are no longer gift wrapped.
I would like to toss communion behind me.
That would be an action.
Ah, damn it.
I was going to say,
As that would technically be a grapple.
neither of them have taken damage yet, have they?
No.
They both got hit
It
by.
was Cole and gift wrapped. Neither do damage.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that works off bonus action.
Prepare a smite spell.
That doesn't sound like fireworks. That sounds almost like a rifle.
That's what I'll use. I'll
Investigating firework.
proc divine favor.
Yep. You going to move?
Yes, I will. To there.
Okie dokie. That ends your turn. That makes it its turn. It's going to use 3 eye rays. And it's going to use Devour Cheer, Plowing Ray, and
Oh,
the
but Trent's
Peppermint-
dead.
And the Peppermint Ray.
Oh no.
And it's going to Devour Cheer on Peter, Plowing Ray on Bailey, and Peppermint Ray on Mikey.
Of course it is.
So,
Peter,
save.
Charisma. Bailey,
Yeah.
Strength. Mikey, Dex.
Oh, I should be okay at that.
What?
Except Roll20 fucking hates me. See?
Okay, Mikey, Dex save.
I did take an exit.
Make another one to dodge the suit of armor flying your way.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so Peter, with a charisma save of 15, you take half damage.
Question.
Hey.
This may sound stupid, but was that enough force to actually dislodge pieces?
Probably.
Shit.
That is why Mikey is now making a saving throw, because you just turned into a shrapnel grenade.
Yay.
Mikey.
Would this
you
be
with
considered a charm effect?
No.
I'm probably gonna fucking die here, so.
Mikey, you take because it's the peppermint ray. That's fire damage.
Yes, it is. You're right.
It's 4d10 fire damage.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead.
24 fire damage.
Yeah, and then Bailey damage.
And then you fail one saving throw from Bailey crashing into you. If you're unconscious.
No, I've got 4 hits. I've got 4 hit points. So how much damage does Bailey do to me?
1.
Woo!
As
I'm
he's
still up.
it's technically small parts of him and they're an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
I'm an improvised weapon.
Like your hand is.
I can't wait to take 1d8 fire damage at the start of my turn when I've got 3 hit points.
And then he turns and looks at you, and everyone at the top half of the room has half movement, and it ends its turn.
Woo!
And you don't get reactions either.
No, fun. The other thing, would this be considered a sleep effect?
No.
Okay,
Jess, your turn.
just double checking.
Ugh.
What are you doing? Are you just dashing over? Mikey, you're up next.
I'm unconscious.
Alright, because you had to roll extra fire damage, didn't you?
Yep. Start of my turn. I take 1d8.
Don't worry,
fire damage.
you'll be alive in a second.
I honestly didn't think this would be the dangerous thing.
Really?
Oh! Twins!
Not
So
dead,
do
I'm
you
just
doing,
unconscious.
you moved, you dashed, you got anything else you're doing, Jess? Okay, words would be nice. Boop, communion, death saving throw because you're unconscious. Actually,
No,
because
that happened at the start of my turn.
yeah, because you get knocked out on your turn, it's not a saving throw because death saving throws haven't started your turn. Pixie turn.
Healing exploding dice
Uh-huh.
Maybe because wait.
for a whole 5.
Woo!
I was kind of hoping I'd trigger the effect.
James,
Yes.
did I take any damage from that ray?
No, it's knockback only.
Um,
Only reason Mikey took knockback is because you're being flung directly back into him.
and then I'm going to.
You're on Mikey Square, by the way. 15-foot knockback.
No, I won't polymorph. That'll be it.
You couldn't
Good, I have any
polymorph if you wanted
section
to
spells.
because that cantrip is an action.
You're right, I'm not a moon druid. Keep forgetting that because everyone takes moon druid. Yeah, that's it then. Because none of the other things I have are bonus actions.
It is Throg's turn.
Throg sees dead companion.
Stab, 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 stab.
La, la, la,
Chuck the book at it, Throg.
So apparently I didn't put most of Throg's spells in.
Ah.
Jim Jeffries says no.
He has enlarge, reduce, flaming sphere, and what's the other one?
Yeah, he's not casting Flaming Sphere. The other one was Magic Missile. Yeah, no, because Throg isn't actually fully built, apparently.
So yeah, Mikey, you have 5 health if you want
Yeah,
to update. As I said, I was hoping to proc the heal effect, but it needs doubles. Fireball.
Throg will do Firebolt for 4 damage. And then that makes it Mrs. Claw's turn again.
Yeah, because he's trying to fucking flash his ass.
Mrs. Claus is going to just sling another couple of things in there for a 17 to hit and a 14 to hit. Both of which hit for 4 damage and 3 damage. And then it needs to make 2 dexterity saving throws, which it fails and fails, meaning it takes 2 more d4 damage for 4 damage and for 5 total. Meaning it takes 13 damage overall, I believe.
Go, Mrs. Claus.
And then that ends her turn, making it Nox's turn.
Do I have to spend a turn putting myself back together again?
No. It was like
Yay.
it was small inconsequential pieces that got blown off you.
Ah, lovely. If that's the case, then I would like to pull out a bow and shoot something in the face.
Mm-hmm. Reminder, you have to spend your Channel Divinity if you wish to use your smites off this.
Not using a smite on this.
Fair. That's a no.
Come on.
That's a no. You a miss.
Roll20's been a total cunt tonight.
To everyone but James. Oh, God damn it, now it's its turn.
Yay.
It's not fucked up.
Move. What, I've got... How much movements? Half movement, correct?
Yeah, half movement.
No.
Just gonna get... Oh, good. Would I be able to reach from there?
Yes, it's technically only 5 feet off the ground at the moment.
Good.
You're also no longer in the cone, so you actually have your reactions back.
It's 5 feet off the ground. I still can't reach it.
Jump.
It is now its turn. It is going to use 3 eye rays because there's more than one target.
Oh yeah? Yeah?
Apparently it uses 3 all the time, so apparently I was just nice earlier. I misread things. It's going to use Devour Cheer Ray, Peppermint Ray, and then that is the Gift Wrap Ray. It's going to use Devour Cheer on Bailey. It's going to Peppermint Ray Throg, and it's going to Gift Wrapped Peter.
Okay, so what do I have to roll?
Peter, Strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Bailey, Charisma saving throw. Throg needs to make a Dex save. Peter, you are bound.
Oh, for fuck's
Bailey,
sake!
you are incapacitated until the end of its next turn, so you don't get a turn. And Throg is with 4d10. Throg is unconscious.
Fuck.
Wait, am I incapacitated or paralyzed?
Incapacitated.
I'm
Ugh.
You also take 4d4 psychic damage for 10 psychic damage.
and
Fuck,
I'm restrained.
How do I not have a healing potion?
Yeah, you are restrained.
I need a cookie.
Telor, it's your turn.
I need a fucking TPK by a chandelier.
And we all wake up from a horrible nightmare.
Can I throw a bomb to here from where I am?
On your party members, of course you can.
She stole the naughty list.
No, to be fair, I know what bomb she's throwing. Temporary hit points, ho! Everybody in there.
Is it temporary, is it?
Yes, basically that's everybody in the room gets temporary hit points, I believe. Because I know that one's 5 foot spread, so that's everyone except for Bailey.
Yay.
So that's also Throg back up.
What the fuck is
Isn't
up
it
with the
only
roll?
temporaries,
I
though?
don't know, 20.
What?
The temporaries get you back up from unconscious.
Technically, yes, I believe so. Citation needed, we'll look up later. Right now, you guys could use the boon if it doesn't.
Yeah, because then when he when the effect wears off, he just falls down again.
Yes.
It's not temporary.
Oh, it's straight up full hit points then.
Oh, sweet.
Painkiller bomb deals no damage and instead grants each creature within its blast it does say temporary hit points. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
So if he's not healed in an hour, Throg will fall unconscious again. Do you have a bonus action you wish to do, Jess?
Do I have anything that's a fucking
Mikey,
save?
you're on base next.
Woo!
Clearly, the evidence points
What's
to
that?
how many people can have weapons.
What level are we? Can I don't think I do. So,
Okay, Mikey, you're up.
what's
Eh.
the reagent dice do again?
You can use them to make to add additional dice to your bombs if you read your reagent.
Can I do it for that one?
Nope, you've got to declare it first. Mikey, you're gonna go swing, swing.
Yeah.
It's technically within range. Make your attacks.
I'm just reading an ability. I'm going to spend a key point to give my punches lightning damage.
Yep.
Hang on. Until your attacks deal lightning damage, and a creature that takes damage from one of these attacks can't take reactions until the next turn. So that's a key point, and I'm going to spend another key point on Flurry of Blows.
Yep. So make your 3 attacks.
Now,
1, 2, 3.
Hit, miss, hit. 13 damage.
13 lightning damage, and it can't take reactions.
Yep.
And that's me done.
Peter, you're up.
I'm restrained. Question. If I was to wild shape into something bigger, would that break the wrapping?
Yes.
Oh, hey, I'm going to wild shape.
That's still an action.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Where's my list? Here's my list.
Turn to a reindeer. I'll never see it coming.
You turned into a shark and begin suffocating.
Octopus.
Underrated wild shape.
Turn into a bard.
Actually, I was going to say I'll
That
turn
is a
into
wild shape.
a cave badger.
Is that a large? Oh,
Nope,
no.
it's a medium.
Yeah, no, you're tiny. Yeah, no, even a small's bigger than you. Yeah, no, you break the wrapping paper. For a moment, I forgot you're 2 inches tall.
He's technically big enough that I could stick him through an eye hole in the helmet.
Yes.
Almost. So I'm going to do a red dot to mark that I've changed for now. And then move over there and end my turn.
Okie dokie.
Actually, I will go there, so I'm opposite.
That ends your turn. We're just going to roll straight to Throg, who's just going to fire off Magic Missile and do 12 damage.
Nice.
Mrs. Claus, go!
And then end his turn, and that makes it Mrs. Claw's turn, who is going to yeet 2 scones for a hit and a hit for 6, 10 damage, 2 dexterity saves for a natural 20 and an 18, so that's 2 passes, adds 10 damage. Makes it Nox's turn.
Who doesn't get a turn?
Who doesn't get a turn? Who makes it the reindeer's turn? Who starts fleeing?
Reaction!
Make your
Yay.
make your reaction attacks of opportunity, people. Peter, Mikey.
I don't get the flurry of blows in the
No,
reaction.
you
do
get
I?
to punch once.
Can I do it?
No,
Oh,
No,
for fuck's sake.
Bailey, you don't get one anyway.
I
Why
don't
don't I
have
get
lightning.
one?
I don't
You're
have
not-
lightning
you
damage
are
anymore.
incapacitated until the end of its turn.
Oh,
Can I
damn it.
stab it?
Mikey hits, does 7, and kills it.
Yay!
So
Okay.
it drops there,
I was going to say,
landing and immediately shattering.
Fucking play the game. Like, I can't.
I look at Mrs. Claus and say, "What the fuck was that?"
Pissed off face.
That was a mundane chandelier last I checked.
You have interesting choice in decor.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can you do anything with a dead body?
What do you mean dead? Oh my god!
I
He
don't
says
mean
while casually standing on
to
top of
rain
it.
on your Christmas cheer here, but it's gonna start stinking out the place.
Give me a second. And she goes around, up and round to her kitchen, where she begins searching for something. Returns a few minutes later with a plate of cookies and a glass of peppermint milk.
Somehow I don't think it's time for a wake.
She hands each of you a cookie and then pours the glass of milk over Trent. Trent, can you roll me a D20, please?
D20?
Yes.
Oh, my
as
God,
you need to roll above an 11 to come back to life. Splash. Nope. because it's been over a minute. That was a full raised dead, and we're using the variant Mercer death rules. Which this being your first time dead, the DC was 11.
He gets +5 because we love him, right?
Well, none of us did anything to help, so...
Because of Christmas spirit, I'll give you advantage.
1.
Your Christmas spirit.
Your character just really wants to die.
No, help would be advantage, and technically...
Why would I help? How would you help me? I'm a dead.
Well, technically in the
I'd
rules...
like to furiously shake his lifeless corpse. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Technically in the rules we're using, an attempt to help would be participating in the ritual, trying to coax the spirit back, which is a +1 per success. You would need everyone here to get a success for Trent 6 to get him to alive.
Can we try it?
Why are you desecrating corpse?
You know what? I'll give you. Everyone, give me a reason out that something your character would do to try and coax him back to life, and we'll see if I qualify that as +5.
The fucker still owes me money. I had to pay out of my own pocket at that bloody brothel.
It has to be in Trent's character's interest to come back as well. If you go fucker owes me money, Trent's gonna go, that's a bad result, which is a -1.
I go up and whisper in his ear, like, hey, if you come back to life, you might fuck the cat.
Besides, I'm sure there's more shenanigans he's got planned anyway. At least it does keep things interesting.
Throg sort of like is attempting to help her. I just met you. Like we're not done with our adventure yet. You said you were going to show me the world.
Tala looks and says, "You need to come back. This will be an amazing story to tell everyone. Think of all the free drinks you'll get telling this story."
Peter? Hey, Trent, I need you to whisper me how many of those you reckon would be a compelling reason for your character to come back from the beyond. What is success?
See, here's the thing. Would my character want him back? I've known him for less than a day.
If your character don't want me back, your character don't want me back. It's simple as that.
It's really
I'm quite sure me and Trent can come up with a fun build for Trent to play next week.
I already have ideas.
My character doesn't know you.
That's fine. I won't take it badly if you go, no, you're not coming back.
In my badger form, I go over and I start licking your face to try and wake you up.
Trent, send me that whisper.
I am.
That fucker owes me money, but hey, the shenanigans of what he did, I'm sure there's going to be much more fun things to do.
Or...
Yeah, the fucker still owes me money, but who cares? The shenanigans of him walking out of a brothel with nothing on. It does make this weird life a bit more interesting after all. Besides, I want to see him prove that he's actually frickin' royalty and not some lying cheater with frickin' false papers.
I mean, I have the papers, but that should be enough proof. Who else is in this thing? Alright, yes. Oh, I'm ready to say that. Mikey, Jess, Bailey, who else is here? Peter!
And Throg.
And Frog.
What about Mrs. Claus? Does she count?
No,
she's
because
one
she
form of
poured the
ritual.
glass of milk and went, hey, let's see if that works.
That's what I generally say.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun,
Nothing
dun,
happens.
Oh.
I was going to
Well-
say, I hiss and then I go back to sniffing the reindeer beholder thing for any weird smells.
You all notice that Mrs. Claus is handing you a chocolate chip cookie.
I ate cookie.
I can't eat cookie.
Well, I shoved it in my mouth area.
She goads you to eat the cookie.
I can't eat the cookie.
She takes the cookie, says hush now, and pushes it through the gap in your helmet.
Literally takes off boot and has it fall out. There's
Takes off
nothing
boot
to
and
eat
nothing
the cookie
falls
with.
out.
What was that?
Takes off boot and nothing falls out. Throg eats cookie. Everyone who eats chocolate chip cookie gets long rest.
Oh, sweet. Can I have about 8 of those?
No. And then you are all whisked away into the main lobby here.
Oh, wait, I need to take that guy's stuff.
Nope.
No.
You are all whisked into the main lobby.
So did I smell anything weird on the chandelier beholder thing?
Sure.
Can I now sniff around the building for the same smell?
No, because you're in the main lobby. And at this point, you hear the bell of the midnight toll with a dung, 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 dung. Oh, I need to grab one more person, actually. We'll move
Waldorf.
Telfie to there. Move that one to there. Move Waldorf to there.
What was the result of Throg's investigation?
Throg's investigation? Where? Up there. So, safe is magically locked. Needs one of those 3. Gives you information.
Wasn't he investigating
No, he was
the
he was,
flesh thing?
He was casting Identify on the safe. Telfie looks. It's midnight. This is the latest we can leave it. Have you got any ideas as to who might be the culprit who stole the naughty list? She looks at all of you. What are you doing? Cool. Everyone roll initiative. As Telfie falls down laughing, Santa is unaffected. So are Waldorf and Mrs. Claus. Give me a second to wipe the initiative tracker quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna do divine sense. Thanks, Jess.
Just give me a second. Santa disappears, and Mrs. Claus and Waldorf have small issues that have happened.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
As Santa's face melts off, revealing a skeleton underneath who cackles quickly and then vanishes. And then Waldorf and Mrs. Claus' eyes glaze over and take on a red hue.
What happens to Telfie?
She's on the ground because she failed her saving throw to the laughing gas.
Yeah.
So give me a moment. Peter rolled a 14.8 because I accidentally removed you from the initiative tracker.
That's alright.
Jess rolled a 15.18. 15.18. Mikey rolled a 13.18. 13. Everyone is dex built.
No.
Except for Bailey.
Bailey got his. Throg needs to roll his, as do they. Telfie rolls a 19. And then I have to go check the stat blocks.
Oh, it does damage too.
Cool. Is it damage, full damage on a save, or half damage, or what?
I believe it's half damage on a save.
Give me a second. I have to check which stat blocks these use.
And revert on a bonus. That's good.
What? What?
Plus 2 makes 15.14. Waldorf roll a 4.
What? Yeah.
Which is 6.14. And then we can set the
Hey, you are
initiative
way
scores.
beyond
So that's, let's see, 3, 6. Are they only unconscious till the? They are down till the end of their turn. Because Telfi gets first turn. Or is it like start of your next turn or something? Requires concentration instead of dexterity. Constitution instead of dexterity. Additionally, target.
Needs to make a saving throw.
You want me to do it?
She needs to make the saving throw to not be still laughing.
so protective of jealous.
Still laughing. Your turn.
Question:
Yes.
has it been a minute since the previous fight, or are we just pretty much gone straight over and on?
It's been basically only about 30 seconds or so.
Oh wow, cool.
But you've all had the effect of a long rest.
Yes. So Jess, it's your turn.
Right behind Mrs. Claus.
So Constitution instead of dexterity. That is 5-foot burst. So that's only Mrs. Claus. That is a fail, so she takes 5 thunder damage. And is deafened. And that makes it her turn.
I was going to say, only if we had a high enough bard with counter charm.
Gee, if only, right? I haven't had counter charm.
Yeah, I know you weren't high enough level yet.
That makes it Mrs. Claus's turn. Who's gonna look at the teddy bear in front of her, who is not wearing a Christmas sweater, and attack him.
Mate, I know. You
She's
don't
going
know.
I never got a gift.
She is going to hit you with her rolling pin twice. For a natural 20 and a natural 18.
Have you ever heard
For 7 bludgeoning damage.
That's half rounded up, yeah.
Yeah, so 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Peter, it is your turn.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm a badger. I've just seen fight break out for as far as I know, no reason. What's my movement speed as a cave badger? 30 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I go here, here.
You joined before.
Yep.
Here.
And then left.
So I get behind Mrs. Claus,
Uh-huh.
and then I attack twice.
Yep, roll your damage. Roll your
Got my
attack.
attacks. Both of these would technically have advantage.
Yes, they would.
Slash. 2d 20s. So the highest is a 17.
Yeah, hit.
Uh-huh. So this is the first one is the bite
After
attack.
the first hit, you need to make a wisdom saving throw as she spins around and uses her reprimand reaction to give you a disapproving glare.
What? Plus 1d6 plus 1. For a whole 2 damage!
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. I'm actually half decent at them. No!
No,
Hang
you
on.
now have disadvantage until the end of your next turn,
Uh-huh.
as you feel bad.
So the next one is just 1d20.
Yep, and so is your entire next turn.
That's a 2, so that's a no hit.
Yeah. So she takes, what, 2 damage.
Yeah. And then I hiss.
Carmunian's
Quick.
turn.
Oh, lady, I knew I did not like you.
Quick side question.
Mm-hmm.
If I drop a paladin smite, does that make me have to do a
I was going to say
concentration
you would
check
have advantage on all of
for a
them.
regular?
I redo the first one.
Yeah, just redo the first one. The other 2 hit.
Oh, I might get crit, so I'll just roll 3 again. So all
So
3
all 3
hit.
hit.
For 8,
Eight,
6,
eight, eight.
for 8,
So
16, 24 damage.
That's all I do.
So she falls down as you reduce her to 0 hit points, and then immediately stands back up, bigger and more pissed off. As she has reverted to her Yule Cat form.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, she's a druid.
No, she's just a shapeshifter.
These days, Mrs. Claus is in control of her annual Giftmas form, the Yule Cat. Not at the moment.
Oh, fuck.
Also, she's now a large.
Oh, good.
Nox's turn.
Lovely. I'm going to use my channel divinity and go for Blessed Chord.
Yep.
And then I'm going to fire at Mrs. Claus.
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Oh, come on!
Roll 20, man. What's going on?
Never mind. Next person.
I did.
No, technically, no, you would actually have disadvantage because she's prone. So that makes it even worse.
You can't get worse than a crit 1.
No. That makes it Waldorf's turn.
That's it.
What about it?
Let me go check it.
What did Throg roll?
And
Let me check. I'm pretty sure I rolled Throg's one. Yes,
It's not on the tracker.
So funny.
that's a nat 1, so...
At last.
It's rather than like.
Waldorf, let me read his stat block for a moment.
what he's saying, come sort this person out. And I'm like, well, if it's a problem, do it yourself.
Waldorf is going to charge the paladin in plate armor.
I thought my mic was muted.
And because he did not move far enough to trigger it, but he's going to use his multi-attack. Which its first 2 attacks are going to be 2 maul attacks with his giant steel candy cane handled sledgehammer.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of brittle.
19 to hit.
Yep.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 4. So. Slash roll. 4d6 plus 8. 19 damage. And then he's just going to turn his head, look at Jess. His nose is going to glow and fire 3 magic missiles at Jess.
So what?
As he uses his red nose ability to deal 12 damage.
Fuck you.
Red nose, magic missile.
Yeah.
It's now Throg's turn, who's like, what is going on? He's going to step to there, and he is going to use his quarterstaff.
I've been reading character stuff, and I've zoned out. I have no idea what's going on. I'm very confused.
The party is getting rocked by the reindeer and the cat.
I can assume that by how big the cat is and the reindeer with red eyes.
They knocked the cat down once, and it got up bigger.
Oh, boss mode, gotcha.
Pretty much. So, Throg hit with a natural 20.
Nice.
And then that is at... Of course. Throg just did 21 damage hitting a bitch with a stick.
It happens when you got 20 in strength.
Yeah, and rolls a crit, and then rolls max damage.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
Yeah, Throg
But I
rolled an
assume
8.
Rudolph's a fucking
Throg rolled an
barbarian.
8 on his quarterstaff, which is doubled to 16 plus 5. Sadly, he doesn't have Green Flame Blade. Or that would have been like an extra 2d6 on top of that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I've got to
that's
do
right.
concentration checks.
Yes, because you took damage.
2.
That is Telfi's turn, who needs to make a saving throw against Jess's laughing gas.
What do you roll for concentration checks? It's just a d20, isn't it?
Constitution.
Flat d20. 10 or half damage, whichever's higher.
14.
She gets up. She immediately vanishes as she turns herself invisible.
Oh, good.
Flat d10. Yeah, it would be the flat d10 for it.
Yep. Jess, your turn.
Nope, it fails on the first one, so I no longer have that anyway.
I'm gonna step back 1.
Cool.
What?
Waldorf is going.
No, there.
I saw you move 2 squares. Waldorf was about to rock your world.
I'm aiming for this square
Which
because all my shit is 5 foot blast.
So you're aiming to just hit Waldorf.
With
Are you going to spend any of your reagent dice? You can spend up to proficiency bonus reagent dice.
I'm spending 1 on a laughing gas bomb. Oh!
That hits. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I get the crit? Because
No, because it's a saving throw. You can't crit on saving throws. He does fail though.
haha.
Because he only rolled a 10 and his con is only +2.
Ooh, 6
And
damage.
I get to do an extra.
D6 on that.
I thought they were D10s.
It's D10s on your basic bombs. I believe it's an additional dice on your special bombs. So it's 11 damage.
Isn't that 7? Isn't that rolling the crit damage?
True. So I'll just give you the 10. I'll give you the 4 for your bonus die. It is your cat's turn.
Oh, good.
And he's laughing on the floor.
Yes, he is.
Mm.
Scroll.
I was going to say,
down.
would I have been pushed back when the cat
Nope.
expanded?
In its square. So it's going to look at Mikey because it attacks
There's
people who are not wearing the
Carl.
Giftmas sweater first. And in
What was that?
It's going to attack Mikey because it focuses on people who are not wearing the Giftmas sweater. And because of Grudge Bearer, it has advantage on such people.
Rude.
It can't move 15 feet, so it can't engage pounce. We're gonna go with... We're gonna go with just a single claws attack.
information koala.
Yeah, heard.
Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
So she
Beautiful
misses.
love.
Ends her turn. That makes it the fairy's turn. I'd like
Move
to,
up a square.
I'd like to just put a small hint of fear into Mikey. The fact she only gets one attack now might hint on how much damage she does if she hits you.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say I will back up 5 foot, so I'm now not in her square.
Yep.
And
Your
I
attacks
will
have
still.
your attacks have disadvantage.
Yeah, but I'm opposite Mikey, so it will still be advantage. Yes.
No, it's flat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, flat. 1d20 plus the whopping 3. Does a 16
That
hit?
hits. And then she's going to turn around and hiss at you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
23.
You are not frightened.
And then another 16.
Also hits.
Okay, so slash 1d6 plus
Oh,
2d4
shit.
plus 2.
I'm actually unconscious.
Oh?
I can't gain the magical effects from any consumables, so the cookie had no effect.
You had a long rest, Bailey. We're going to supersede that this one time.
You have magic Santa cookies.
Pretty much.
Santa magic is strong.
So yeah, there is 11 damage as I bite its
Okay.
ankle and scratch its leg.
Carmonian,
That's
it's
all
your
I can do.
turn.
It's the end of my turn.
Right. I'm going to. It's probably ill-advised. I'm going to spend 2 key points. I'm going to use lightning damage and flurry of blows.
Yep.
Advantage. I should turn that on.
Miss, hit.
So 16 damage and lightning damage, and she can't take reactions.
Yep. Nox, it's your turn.
Cool.
The reindeer in front of you is prone,
So you have advantage.
except Bailey is wielding a ranged weapon.
Yep. So it's firing at the Christmas cat.
Yep. Because he is prone, he does not threaten the square next to you, so he does not impose disadvantage.
Doesn't matter anyway. Next.
Jesus. I don't think he rolled over a 5 with that thing.
I don't think I've rolled over a 5 with most things tonight.
Reindeer stands up.
Should I pull a dagger out or something?
Fuck it.
Well, I was going to say, does it make the check at the start or the end of its turn?
I would assume start, because normally those abilities knock them down till their next turn.
And then let's read it.
Mikey, the best way to put it is I'm built for equipment I don't have yet.
Oh, that's clever.
I know. It's annoying.
He is going to stand up and use his multi-attack on Throg.
That motherfucker hit me with a stick.
Oh no!
Nat 20.
Yeah. And then a 16. Throg does not have above 20 AC.
Goodbye, Throg.
That is 7, 12, 13, plus 8. Is
21.
Is 21. Kercrumple. Because a wizard cannot have more than 21 health at this level unless he has like 16 con and rolled perfectly.
And all tough feats and whatnot.
And then Waldorf is just going to turn, look at Mikey, and fire magic missile from his nose again.
Why me? I'm not the one who threw a bomb at him.
For 6 damage.
We should have let him go get someone else.
That makes it Throg's turn.
Nat 20.
Who fails.
Mhm.
And that's when I realized I'm not supposed to be telling you death saving throws. That makes it Telor's turn.
How many characters can James kill today?
Well,
He's
here's,
the
here's a
Christmas
nice
one
out.
shot gonna turn into a TPK.
If it is a TPK, he has a nice out and just say it's a dream sequence.
That's the pussy's way out.
To be fair, this final encounter was balanced for 3 more characters.
Yeah.
3?
2 cats and a Trent.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't crit. Actually, that's a base bomb, so that actually does crit.
Yeah.
Because it's an attack roll. Who are you throwing it at? Actually, are you throwing it at a person or as a square? Because you're supposed to declare that beforehand. Cool.
I'm assuming at him.
You threw it at him?
Yeah.
Hit
Cool.
yourself.
You crit all 3 of you, including Throg.
Well, fuck.
So, Bailey, roll a dex save, and Jess, roll a dex save versus the crit damage.
Oh, for fuck's
Waldolf
fuck's
fails.
sake! Where was that roll earlier?
So you save, which means you both only take 8 damage. Waldorf takes 16.
The Throg takes a crit and dies.
Throg takes a single and takes 1 because it's not technically a melee attack.
Yeah.
Does the bomb do a d5 at the splash damage?
No,
I didn't think the normal bomb did the splash damage.
the normal bomb does the splash damage. It just doesn't do anything else.
That's why it has D10s and not D6s.
Pretty much. Next is the Yule Cat,
Yeah.
who again is going to try and hit Mikey because he's not wearing a Christmas sweater. That hits you.
Oh yeah, what'd you roll?
Well, that's a 16 on the dice.
Yeah, okay. Plus? +1.
Plus
misses.
5
Oh.
for a... We'll go with claws because that's what I said last time.
Now do bludgeoning damage instead. I like that better.
Neither of their attacks do bludgeoning damage. They can claw or they can bite you.
Mm.
Take your pick.
I'll go.
James.
What was it, Mikey?
Claws.
What was that, Jess?
Plus,
11.
plus 3. Yes, Jess?
It says up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
On what?
The bomb.
Give me a moment.
At least when you go into it.
Bomb has special property bomb, which does D10. When bomb hits a target, it explodes in a 5-foot radius and is destroyed. Bomb can be thrown at an unoccupied space within range. Each creature other than the target within the blast radius
Okay.
must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Go to my sheet and look at the thing that you did.
Yeah, I probably messed it up when I filled your sheet in.
Okay, I was just checking.
I don't know why it says 2. Where am I looking on your sheet?
Can you see my sheet if I move it?
Yes, I'm on Biotab. So where am I looking? Bomb. That's light gray. That's unfilled description box.
Okay, whatever.
That makes it fairy turn.
So I'm not disadvantaged this time.
No,
Ooh, yay.
because she didn't hiss at you last turn because Mikey punched her, so she couldn't reaction.
No, she did his, but he made his save.
Yeah.
Cool. So she hits you that time. Now now.
So it's a
Now she can't make reactions.
Yeah.
Now she can't. Yeah.
so it's a 15 to
Oh,
hit.
that's right. Yeah, because she frightens you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's what?
15 to hit.
15 hits on your cat.
And I'll go for the second attack as well. That's a miss. So slash 1d6 plus 1 for 4 damage.
Yep. Carmunian.
I'll make my one attack. I suppose I can use a bonus action to make a second attack,
Yes, you
right?
can make a bonus action to punch once.
And punch.
Miss hit, 8 damage.
Yeah, and I'm out of key points. Bailey, roll higher than a 5.
That does bring Yulecat down.
Hey!
Hey.
Makes it
Please
Bailey.
tell me she has some cookies in her pocket. I need a cookie.
I'm using
That's
5
gonna happen.
points of
You
my
don't
own
use
hands
two
on
key
Throg.
No, I
Yep,
used 3.
action, Throg up. Yep.
I spent a key point on my my class ability to make it lightning damage, so she didn't get reactions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then you flurried twice, yeah.
Did a flurry twice.
So that's 5 points on Throg. Throg up. Bonus action or anything? Or we're moving to Waldorf's turn.
No, Shield of Faith on Throg. +2 to his AC.
Yep. Waldorf's turn. Who is going to... Who is going to spin around, swing the maul at Bailey, and then try to antler gore Jess. For a 21 to hit Bailey,
I'm unconscious.
and a natural 20 against Jess.
Jess, what color is that dice you're using?
Orange, red, yellow, and orange. Jess bought me fireball dice.
Just check.
I regret.
19 damage, Jess, because you got crit.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Right.
And then Waldorf's going to turn around and magic missile the druid.
Yep.
For 12 damage.
I'm still in my wild shape form.
Snot
One hit
rockets.
point.
Yeah, 1 hit point.
Throg's turn. Throg's going to stand up. Throg is going to just quarterstaff because Firebolt's not going to be as good. That is a 17 to hit, which hits for... That's a 7 for 13, for 12 damage, which brings Waldorf down
Oh, fuck.
because Waldorf had 9 hit points left.
I need a cookie.
Upon them
I was gonna
both
say-
falling,
Coup de grace.
Nope.
Nasta returns
Oh, good.
Fuck.
and
Oh, but
chuckles evilly. At the end of Throg's turn, you all hear drifting through the wind the sound of A Christmas Carol, and you all gain 1d4 plus 3 hit points as mass healing word goes off.
Whew, I'm alive. Wait.
It was my roll. I should have clarified that. You all gain 7 hit points, including Yulecat and Waldorf.
Oh, good.
Although the red glint has faded from their eyes.
See?
I need to
yeah.
just quickly go and
Swap tokens.
I need to. Well, I'm not going to swap tokens. I need to go and add Nasta to the initiative tracker because he was not on the initiative tracker because otherwise he would mess with things, and people would go, "What is that?"
So how quickly did everyone else figure out that Xander was Nasta?
After hearing all of you guys, I knew Santa was Nasta, but I just couldn't say anything because I didn't know in character.
Yep.
When he wasn't eating the cookies and milk,
Yep.
the doctor said he was lactose intolerant.
It
Like,
is Talor's
legitimately.
turn, Jess.
Is the Wrangler, are they aggressive towards us?
They're currently laying on the ground, but the red vision is faded from their eyes. I just can't be bothered changing tokens right now.
Is she still big?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you throwing that?
Yeah, hang on, sorry. This square.
Okay, so he needs to make a con save. Let me check if he can even be hurt by this.
I hope
It's poison, is it not? Let me go and check the book. It's the laughing gas you used, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's actually a poison,
Let me
but
check. Because
Mikey.
he does have some resistances.
for fuck's sake.
When I first stepped in the house, I really wanted to use Divine
One deals
Sense just to
poison
confirm.
instead of fire damage.
So he's not affected by it, is he?
No, because he's immune, because he's undead.
Can I punch him in the face?
It is your cat's turn.
No, Sap, listen. You gotta remember.
Your cat is going to then stand up and try to gut him. Your cat is going to stand up and then is just going to rear back and bite down on him. And because he's not wearing Giftmas wear, they have advantage. Which that is a 22 to hit. Which hits. Which deals 2d8 plus 3.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't get hit by that.
Which is 13 damage. Which makes it the fairy's turn.
I don't know. The fairy wants to be right there.
The fairy is confused.
Lesser of two evils. Lesser of two evils.
No, in this case, it's the greater of two evils.
Mm.
What makes you think I'm upset?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d20 because the pixies of two minds attack the undead or heal the two people he just saw drop. So on above a 10, he goes down and helps Jess and Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do that. So I suck an attack of opportunity as I go down there.
Let me check if Nasta can attack of opportunity you. No. He doesn't have a melee weapon.
You can still punch.
He doesn't have that as an attack, so no.
1 damage.
And as I get there, I drop my wild shape. And both Bailey and Jess receive a D10 of healing through my Dragon Claws.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
How about... yeah, because you've got Hedge Wizard, so you get to make an extra attack.
So Bailey gets 10 and Jess gets 3.
Carmonian, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Advantage, punch.
Yeah. Punch.
Hit and hit for 14 damage.
Dude.
Nasta's turn. Let me go read his spells.
Oh no!
Actually, at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action and cast a second level spell.
Yay.
Because he's got legendary actions because screw you apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I go and read spells because he has special custom spells.
Misty Step's a second level spell. Could do that.
He does actually have that. You joke.
Who has Mage Slayer?
Nope.
Zalf.
I have nothing to use on this fight now.
Is where Zalf walks in and just whacks a bitch?
He just reaches over and he jabs the Yule Cat, immediately knocking the Yule Cat out as he uses his legendary action to cast Endo Leech.
To what?
Yeah, it's a custom spell from the book. He goes jab and the kitty falls down.
This cat only had 7 health.
Yep. And then on his turn, let me just quickly check a thing. Can everyone except for Nox and Jess make me a saving throw?
Of what variety?
Of the Constitution variety.
Mm-hmm.
As he casts Mass Leech.
Yeah.
Well, Trent, that went well.
It's true. To be fair, he didn't say everyone but Nox and Jess, so I thought it'd be a smart ass and
Throg needs to roll. No.
Oh,
And
wow.
Uldor needs to roll, which is a yes. Now he rolls 2d8 plus spellcasting modifier,
Ooh, I'm fucked.
which his spellcasting modifier is
Oh, I'm gonna turn into a zombie.
3. So 2d8 plus 3, 12 damage.
12. Fuck.
Do I take half?
17. Yes.
So I take 6 damage.
12, 11, 6. 7, 6, 6, 6. Nasta is back to full health as he
Fuck.
heals 29 hit points.
Fuck! Do I have any single target spells? No.
Hit with stick. Hit with stick.
Oh, not back to full. He only heals half, sorry. So he only healed 14. So he's still down 13 hit points. That ends Nasta's turn, making it Nox's turn. And having been the end of Nasta's turn, he now has all of his legendary actions back.
I'm going to move to there. And 5 points of lay on hands into Mikey.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
What do I have left here?
Also to point out, the odds of him rolling the damage he did, he left Wuldor and Throg on 1 hit point. Because they got 7 from the mass healing word.
I am going to use my bonus action to Divine Favor again.
Yep.
And that's the end of my turn.
Yep. That makes it Wuldor's turn, who's going to rush forwards, and because he moved 15 feet, he actually gets his antler attack. So he gets his charge attack. If Wuldor charges at least forward and hits with an antler attack, so he has to hit with an antler attack, which he has advantage on because of Mikey. So that hits. He deals an extra d10, so that's 2d10. plus 3. That is 14. Then he gets to make a maul attack with advantage, which also hits. For 8 plus 3 for another 11, so that's 25. And then he blasts off with his magic missile into him for a further 6 damage, making that 31 damage.
Fuck your healing.
Pretty much. And then it's Throg's turn, who's going to walk forwards and go, grumble, grumble, this is for Bard Friend, and clock him with a 19 to hit.
That with advantage.
21 to hit with advantage. For 7 damage. Just go make sure those damages are actually flying through properly. Yep. That makes it Talor's turn.
Well, I'm not throwing a bomb.
You can use your bonus action to remove the AoE component.
I'll throw a healing bomb and it'll probably damage him.
I can.
Yes, one of your abilities is to spend a bonus action to remove the thing.
We need to get. I was gonna say we need to get Throg to take Polearm Master.
Okay, well then I'll do that. Use a reagent dice. And apparently no.
Because you rolled low, I'm guessing.
No, if I teleport places, figure out with my rendering shit, my rank crashes. Well, do you want to say resetting? Is it how many people are on who's on?
Yeah. Additionally, you can, as a bonus action, you can empty some of the bomb's explosive material to permanently remove the blast radius from the bomb, dealing damage only to the target. So you did miss, though. And that makes it Yule Cat.
Maybe asking to say.
End of Yule Cat's turn. Pixie's turn. Actually, at end of Yule Cat's turn, legendary action. Aura Burst. All creatures within 20 feet have to make a Constitution saving throw. Or take 3d6 cold damage. Mikey, you're unconscious. Actually, no, you might not be because...
No, I'm unconscious. If he rolls 3 ones, I might live.
Yeah, so Throg is down because Throg had 1. Waldor is down because he had 1.
Yeah, I've got a timer going.
Peter takes full damage. Mikey takes full damage.
I was going to say,
Jess
does
takes
my
full damage.
does my Christmassy warm weather clothes help me?
Oh no, Jess does not take full damage. I saw your 7 from a bomb, not your Constitution saving throw. No, it does not.
Aw.
As is a magically chilling aura.
Now, what's the
1,
damage?
6.
Oh, there we go.
He did 8 damage.
Question: would that help?
So Jess takes 4.
The spell captures some of the incoming.
So 4 for if you
energy,
succeeded.
Yes.
Oh, look! I can actually trigger this.
Yeah, so you take 2.
No, I just halve it. So whatever.
Oh, so you take 4.
Whoops, wrong thing, wrong button.
And then on my next turn, I roll an extra d6 to it.
Yep, your turn anyway.
So I took 4, did I?
Yes.
There goes the last of my temporary health.
Oh, did I remember my temporary health? No, I did not.
I'm going to go there. Because, yeah, we all gained 9 from Jess earlier.
I may have forgotten about that. That's right, I've taken enough to drop it anyway.
And I will be double dragon clawing. Actually,
Res plus.
actually, I will go stand on top of Throg. Or fly over Throg, I should say.
You're under. I'm fine.
So I'm opposite so I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
20,
Yeah, hits.
dealing 10 damage. I'll make it all fire.
Or radiant.
Can't do radiant.
Can only do the base elements, can't do radiant and necrotic.
And again for 16 to hit.
Yep, for 3?
Yep. I only get the extra proc once.
Yep.
Yeah, and I have no other bonus actions I can take. So that's it.
Yep, that was Mikey, who finished their turn off. That makes it Nasta's turn, who's going to turn, point at Peter, and cast Influenza!
What?
With a mighty
Okay.
sneeze that can be heard up to 100 feet away, you blast forth a cone of phlegm, halitosis, and viral pathogens. All creatures in the area must make a dexterity saving throw or take 4d8 poison damage.
Glad I didn't wrote him.
So
18.
Yeah, you succeed, so you take half.
Throg has a failed death saving throw.
Yep. Whilst poisoned this way, you're not poisoned. So you take 48 halved. 9 damage.
So I take 9 damage.
Nox's turn.
Well, time to actually swing something that's not a bow.
You have advantage on it.
I have advantage on it.
I'm opposite.
Flanking.
Oh.
He's under Throg.
Lovely.
Hit!
Oh my god,
Rocking the
it is!
smite.
Yep. Roll an extra dice because he's
Undead.
undead.
I may just take that
That's
extra.
another D8. So that's
that?
what, for...
16,
a lot.
27, 28.
Yeah, because the 4 extra radiant doesn't go off.
28 radiant damage. Well,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that 4 extra radiant doesn't go off.
16 radiant, 12 slashing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Slices through him, beam of light. He crumbles to dust and falls into an open robe.
Are we out of turn order now?
Yep. Out
Cool.
of
Okay.
combat.
Point of lay on hands on your cat.
Straight in the
Just-
middle,
just-
right
just-
where he was.
Just painkiller bombed everyone. Everyone's up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Seven
that's only temporary health, so I'm also going to slap everyone.
Yeah.
I need a cookie!
ghosting intensifies.
I'm sorry, Trent. I did not mean to kill you in the first half of the session. How was I supposed to know the play was going to break up and you were going to walk into probably the most dangerous encounter
We
here?
always break up,
Clue.
James.
All I know is, why did I sit here for so long doing nothing?
Because you were enjoying the chaos?
Or something.
Because you were
Hey, you
enjoying
never know.
the
You
chaos?
could have a Christmas miracle and come back.
I mean, I was kind of expecting that, and then I fucked it up.
So Throg gets 5. Your cat gets 2. Reindeer gets 2, and Mikey gets 5.
I'm going to call the session there as it's 20 past midnight. I'll do a wrap-up next week.
And we all leveled up.
Yes, actually.
Yay!
That's
Oh,
my,
wow.
that's my Christmas present, along with the couple of pieces of Christmas gear you'll likely get for this.
Do we all get a fucking cookie?
You get a full long rest before you are sent on your way.
Also, Bailey, if you want your money back, my gear itself is worth probably nearly $1,000.
Honestly, he's just more annoyed that he actually had to pay because you were being so uptight.
My hunting
He
rifle.
doesn't care about the money.